Hola everybody, this is going to be a mid-month reading for all signs. I need you guys to help me out. I'm so busy. I'm probably not going to be doing weeklies for the rest of this month. So this is going to be the mid-month. I need somebody to timestamp. So the first person that timestamps all the signs in the comments, you get a free 15-minute reading. All you have to do is just email me in my, look for my email down below. Send me an email if you're the first person that timestamped everything for this video, because I know it takes time to do that. I will gift you a free 15-minute reading, okay? Because I'm also feeling really generous today. So, and I need your help. Okay, so keep in mind this is a general reading, guys. So, what am I trying to say? Yes, it's a general reading. Hello, I'm trying to move this. Okay, it's a general reading. So if it resonates, just consider a personal reading. Rates, info, email or below. Just send me an email. Check out my 2019 Sun Moon readings for your Sun Moon sign. They're in my playlist. So are my 2018. You can see if they turned out true for you. And what else? I think that's it. Yeah, I mean, and this could be about love, family, friends, finance, business, what have you. Okay, so keep all that stuff in mind. My compatibility readings are also in my playlist. Just go to my playlist. Everything's in there. All that fantasticness. All right, so the month is April. So we are going to start off with Aries, okay? So Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, your insight for Aries? And I say mid-month, but it's just like a tune-up. We're just checking in on you guys to see what's going on. Well, what energies do you see for Aries in April, right now in April? Today is April 15th, so it is the middle. What do you see for Aries? What energies do you see for Aries, please? Okay. Please show me Aries' current energies, what currently surrounding them. You have the Queen of Cups. What are their challenges? What challenges for Aries? You guys have the King of Wands in reverse for challenges. What advice do you have for Aries? What advice do you guys have for Aries? You have the Seven of Cups in the upright. And then, how will Aries be moving forward from this reading? How will Aries be moving forward from this reading? Knight of Cups. What is up with all the court cards in reverse, guys? Whoa, what's going on? Okay, so we'll start off with the Queen of Cups in reverse. You have a lot of like energies that are really challenging. Queen of Cups, this could be you. Your emotions could be like all over the place at this time. You're just having uncertain feelings, or you're just having a hard time kind of getting a grip on your emotions. Very possible, or you're dealing with an individual who uses their emotions in the most negative way possible, okay? So they could just, you know, sometimes they're really like vengeful or vindictive, sometimes they're really needy, or sometimes they can be really jealous. So anything, the Queen of Cups uses her emotions in very negative ways to kind of get what she wants from people. So you could be dealing with that as an individual, or just your emotions are kind of all over the place, guys. Now the challenge is we have the King of Wands in reverse, and the King of Wands in reverse, this could be the same person, because it could be just showing me another side to this person, where this person does not take no for an answer. They're really pushy. They're really, they cross lines. The King of Wands in reverse for me is if you draw a line in the sand, he's going to step the hell over it. Somebody who just, you know, is like that, really aggressive, super aggressive energy. For some of you, if it's you guys could actually be feeling a little bit like a failure right now, not very confident. You might feel like nobody is listening to you, or you're trying to, you know, communicate things to people and they're not listening. So that could be your challenge in the middle. I hate saying in the middle of April, but what's going on with you guys, you know, in April, mid to end of April. Here we have the Seven of Cups for advice. Now, you have a lot of options available to you. These could be offers, these could be options, these could be jobs, these could be suitors, whatever they are. The cautionary thing that comes along with the Seven of Cups, make sure you choose wisely. For those of you that could possibly invest money, don't invest money at this time, okay? Make sure you research every single offer. Make sure you choose very wisely. Make sure you think before you commit to anything. That's what's going on with advice for you guys. And then finally, as you guys move on from this reading, we have another energy. It could be a person, or it could be you. And this person is somebody who really isn't one to commit. The Knight of Cups is someone who doesn't want to commit, usually not an emotionally available person. They could have issues with intimacy or getting close to people. They just don't take relationships very seriously. They could be moody. They can also be jealous. For some of you, I'm believing that these personalities that they're showing me are like, some of you guys are dating Sybil, okay? Because it's like 3 different sides, and it's just as it kind of goes through the month, or just they seem to have a different side. If it's not a different side, these could be people that you're dealing with here with the 7 of Cups, where you're trying to make a decision. So, for instance, it doesn't have to be a love reading either. These people don't have to be suitors. This could very well be, job applicants, somebody applying for a job, and here you are trying to figure out who the hell you're going to hire. When you have Miss Moody, Mr. Bully, and then this guy who's going to run out the door any chance he can get. So let's see what's going on with clarifiers. Probably just going to pull 1 clarifier each. I don't want to get too much into the clarifiers just because of for time constraints and what have you. And again, keep in mind my 2019 Sun Moon readings are up. Go check those out in the playlists. See your predictions for your Sun Moon reading for 2019 and 2018 if you want to check it out. Okay, why is this Queen of Cups here for Aries? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages. Queen of Cups for Aries. I'm not sure if this is the same spread I used for mid-months. I think it is, actually. Yeah, I think it is. If not, oh well, we're just going to deal with it. Oh, so, well, let me pull another one here. Hold on. So we have the Sun card in reversed. No, I'm not. This person, whoever I feel like it's a person. They are really, really kind of bringing you down. It's like with the sun, it's just a black cloud over you. So this person, because of how they're being or whatever, you're having a really hard time, like staying optimistic, finding positivity. They're just kind of following you around, and they're really drippy with like negative emotions and things like that. And you're having a really hard time keeping your head up with the Sun card. Now I'm going to pull another one because I'm really curious, but then they flip these out. Okay, so we have the 8 of Pentacles here. We have the Empress here. For some of you, you could be working on a relationship or a partnership with somebody. It could be this Empress card here, and it's growing, and it's really pissing this person off. They could be really jealous because of this person. Now, it could be a romantic situation. It could be a friendship. It could be you're getting close to a family member, or you're working on something. You're working very hard to like fix a relationship or a situation that you have with somebody. And I feel like it's this Empress. Because Empress, she's like an ideal woman. Like, people are drawn to her. Everything that she touches grows. And I think you're trying to grow something with this person or make something work with this person. And I just feel like this Queen of Cups does not want you doing that, okay? Why is this King of Wands here? I just pulled the extra clarifiers because I wanted to see a little bit more. And it really is. I mean, this person's just like, I don't know, they're making you feel like crap, basically, or they're just kind of not very positive, and they don't want you to be positive with somebody else. Why is this King of Wands here? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages? This person very overbearing. Okay. Why is the King of Wands here in the challenge position for Aries? Who is this person? What is this energy? They can't seem to move on. I guess I am going to be pulling more clarifiers. They can't move on from you. They're the type of person they keep on kind of coming back and meddling because they can't move on from a situation. I think you have to get very assertive with this person because we have the King of Wands in the upright with the Ace of Swords. I feel like that King of Wands is you being assertive and not aggressive, assertive, and putting them in check and saying, listen, you know what? These are my boundaries. You need to learn to respect them. This is how it's going to be. I think well, it's in the challenge position. You might have a hard time asserting your boundaries with this person, actually. And the Ace of Swords here, you're having a hard time kind of cutting them out of your life. It's a challenge for you because they just seem to be sticking around to make you feel, I don't know if it's miserable or what. You'd love to move on from them. You have an inability to do so. And they just like keep on coming back. You know how when someone argues and then they like come back and they always have something else to say, or you're doing something that makes you happy, and then they come back and they make sure they put a little dig on you. I feel like that's your challenge here with this person. Why is the Seven of Cups here? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Seven of Cups. They're telling you to look into other options too. Whoever this person is, they're saying maybe you just want to look into. So for instance, this could very well be somebody who works for you, and they're telling you, hey, get out there and start looking for other applicants. This person needs to be replaced because of their attitude. Or you need to find somebody else to date. Why is the Seven of Cups here for Aries? For advice. Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages. Yeah, they're telling you to look into other options to turn your luck around, so that your situation will improve, to end this cycle that you have with this person, turn things around. If you look into other options, luck is going to turn in your favor, and you're going to have an up cycle. I don't know why both of these pulled. Yeah, the Tower card, but boom, with this person. You're going to have to end it with this person. It's not going to end well, but it has to happen so that there's change. Okay, they're going to be bitter about it. They're going to talk behind your back. They're just telling you that, because when everything falls apart and destructs, either you fire this person, you tell them to get the hell out of my life, and they're actually telling you to do that too, to tell them that they won't be happy at all with this Page of Swords. They're going to talk behind your back. They're going to keep on trying to get attention. They're going to try to manipulate the situation, so just be aware of that. Why is this Knight of Cups here? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages. Why is the Knight of Cups here in reverse for Aries as they move on from this reading? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for Knight of Cups. I don't know this person. I think whoever this person is, you're going to have a very hard time shaking them. They might even be a little bit mentally imbalanced. Six of Wands here. You're moving on from this person victoriously, and also you handled them really well. People are realizing how you handled the situation. You handled it really well, and they're praising you for doing that. You had to get rid of them because of they weren't working within a situation, or they weren't vibing with you anymore. They didn't value you, or just they weren't working well with other people. This could very well be a work situation where this person just was impossible to work with, and you could be the boss. The boss sometimes is the Six of Swords, so is the King of Wands here, and you're making an executive decision or a managerial decision to kind of like tell this person to, you know, they need to go someplace else. However this resonates for you, however this applies. Five of Wands to me is, this is actually interesting because I got, these are people who are going to like compete for this job, so, or compete for this position. So after you boot this person, or if it's a romantic relationship, here's a bunch of suitors kind of competing over to be with you, or here's a bunch of people that are competing for this position that you booted this person from. Again, however it resonates. Hell, it could even be a house member that you kicked out of the house, and here's a whole bunch of people that want to rent the property or what have you. So that's what I'm kind of getting for you guys for this month. Yeah, so if this resonated with you, of course, always consider a personal reading. I'm probably going to move on to Taurus now. Well, I will move on to Taurus because Taurus is going to be, right? Taurus is May. I always think of my sister and my mom are Tauruses. Okay, so Holy Spirit Angels, divine guides, universe, please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, your insight for Tauruses for the middle of April to the end of April. What energies do you see? What messages do you have to help them reach their higher ground, become closer to the universe and closer to the divine? Again, for Tauruses, please. Mid-April to the end of April. Okay, can you please show me Tauruses? What are their general energies? What's surrounding them at this time? You guys have the Strength card in the upright. What are their challenges? What are the challenges for Taurus mid-April, mid to end April? We have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Advice that you have for Tauruses. What advice do you have for Tauruses? We have the Empress card in reverse. And then moving forward from this reading, how will Tauruses move forward from this reading? Okay. We have the King of Swords in the reverse. So we start off with the Strength card here. So this is good. I mean, your general energy right now, it could very well be that you guys are building up your inner strength, your confidence. You're trying to manage any insecurities you have, and you're doing very well with it. it can be that, or you could be dealing with an individual that you need to coax, that you need to handle, so to speak, because she's handling this beast, this lion, with grace, kind of getting him to do his, stroking him, getting him to do her bidding by how she's handling him. So I feel like for some of you, you could be handling somebody and you need to kind of use that inner strength or that wonderful, you know, finesse that you have in order to kind of get somebody to do your bidding or have a situation go the way that you kind of want it to go. That's also the card of Leo for some of you, if that resonates, okay? Challenge position, we have the Eight of Swords here in reverse. So you guys are having a little bit of a problem of letting go of past ways of doing things, freeing yourself, okay? So being open to change. Maybe some of you aren't, you know, very open to change, tolerant of other people's views at this time, you know, and as a result, you could end up feeling a little bit trapped. You aren't really liberating yourself. You aren't looking at the past ways that you used to do things. In the challenge position, it's challenging for you to do that in some way. I feel like they're kind of telling you that you need to have a little bit more tolerance. Like if someone has an opinion around you, not to be so set in your ways. Don't discard somebody's opinion when they come at you with it. Don't assume that, you know, your way is the right way. Getting a little bit of stubbornness, a little obstinacy. I mean, come on, we're not gonna lie, sometimes Tauruses can be like that. So you guys are the bulls. So it's a challenge for you not to be like that for some reason, okay? I'm not really getting like entirely why, but, and then we move on to the Empress, okay? Empress is in your advice position, okay? Now, this could be a lot of things going on. So you guys could have, you know, just problems at home. The Empress, when she's in reverse, is about domestic strife, things going on at home, things being disruptive, some kind of influence, kind of turning things inside out. Somebody could very well be kind of taking too much from you. Could be a creative block, okay? So really the point here is that, you know, you need to find time and peace to kind of like, so if you're having creative blocks, make sure you carve out some space for yourself, some time to kind of get your creativity flowing in regards to that. That's all I was getting in regards to the Empress for advice. And I will pull clarifiers, and I'll probably have more when I do that, but that's what I was kind of like feeling. I feel like it's more of like a creative block. And it might be because of this, because you guys are really kind of stuck in the old ways of doing things, and as a result, creative juices can't flow, creative things can't happen, okay? King of Swords is in reverse here. So King of Swords can be just really not having you know, very much clarity, not looking at things from an objective way, your emotions kind of getting, you know, into stuff. This is somebody that you could be dealing with who is the King of Swords. When he's in reverse, he likes to win no matter what. So he usually uses his intellect, his mental power, so that he can win. He figures out how to like con people, you know, to get them to do his bidding. Could be dealing with somebody who, you know, will do anything to win, puts you under unreasonable pressure so that they can get what they want. That's usually a lot of the characteristics of the King of Swords. But if it's you, I feel like you could be having a lot of clarity and a lot of problems taking an initiative on how to move forward on something, seeing the path clearly. Can you please provide clarification on the Strength card? Why is the Strength card here for Tauruses? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Strength card, please, for Tauruses. Okay, we have the Temperance card in reversed. You might just be dealing with somebody who's having a problem with their temper, and you might be having to be put into a situation where you kind of have to deal with them. They could be a Sagittarius. Temperance is the card of Sagittarius, but in reverse, this person is overdoing something, or they're just imbalanced. It could be yourself. You could be coming to the conclusion, okay, because here you are trying to work on your inner strength and things like that. So Temperance card might be you might be having like negative thought patterns or having an inability to kind of like, and it kind of goes back to this where you just don't want to see this kind of stuff, or be open to change or things like that. But if you are kind of open to it and you see it, the Eight of Pentacles here has you working on it, trying to better yourself and have the strength to better yourself, realizing, looking on the past at the mistakes that you've made, owning your mistakes, taking responsibility for them and saying, well, how can I be a better person in the future, kind of moving forward. And that's real strength when we discover that and we kind of build ourselves up like that. King of Wands here. Really powerful. You guys are seen to be working on power or dealing with an individual who is powerful here. I almost feel like you guys are grooming yourselves. I feel like you're trying to kind of make yourselves better people. Because I'm feeling like you have negative, like I said, you have negative qualities. You know what those negative qualities are. And I feel like you guys want to change. And it might be because you want to elevate in a position, you want to be a leader of some sort, you want to be a boss, you want some sort of managerial status of some sort, you want people to look up to you, and you're realizing that the only way that you can kind of do this is to, you know, work on things that you have going on. Why is this Eight of Swords here in reverse? Who's this person? What's this energy? But I feel like with this Eight of Swords here in reverse, you aren't kind of going about it the right way. Why is this Eight of Swords in reverse? Who is this person? What is this energy? For Tauruses, why is here in their challenge position? For Tauruses, Page of Cups. Okay, I'm probably gonna piss some people off here. Okay, so I feel like when you're in social situations, going out, networking, hanging out with friends or what have you, the way that you say things really kind of cut people the wrong way, or the way you kind of say things, it's a little too frank, it's a little too blunt, and it offends people because we have the Five of Swords here. I think you have really strong opinions and you express them to people, like when you're out, you're socializing, and I think the challenge is you need to take more care in regards to that, because I'm definitely sensing that. Page of Cups here, I mean, he's a really immature energy. He can be kind of bratty. I feel like some of you are kind of looking at how you've been, you're having some realizations. Page of Cups to me is sort of, you know, maybe you've realized that if you don't get your way, you know, you kind of throw a fit of some sort. And this is sort of the things that you're working on now. Trying to be more tolerant towards people, like we talked about. Listen to their opinions, not be so ready to jump in and, you know, get into it with them, or, you know, push your opinion on them, or get into an argument or what have you. And I feel like it's in social situations. So some of you might even have a hard time connecting, making friends during this period of time. But you're definitely doing some assessments as to why or why not. Why is the Empress card here in reverse? Who's this person? So it's inhibiting your growth, and the Empress card is associated with Taurus. Here it is in reverse. In the advice column, they're letting you know this is inhibiting your growth. It's preventing friendships, more friendships from being forged. Why is the Empress here? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Empress. Sun card. Okay. Things could be better. Okay, there's a little bit of a black cloud. Things could be better right now. And they're telling you this is a temporary phase. It's something that you can definitely fix. Ten of Wands. Taking on more responsibilities than you should. Okay, so be careful that you're not like, don't be like too much of a perfectionist. Don't start, because the Ten of Wands, I'm getting that you're pointing out every single thing that's wrong with you, and all that's doing is just burdening you. I mean, obviously, if you attack everything all at one time, in terms of improvement, it's going to be overwhelming, and you're just setting yourself up to be disappointed, I feel like. So they're saying don't take on too much at one time. Just work with what you can. You know, how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? That kind of concept. Work on one trait at a time, one flaw at a time, improving yourself one step at a time. be happy with the baby steps that you got to make. The Knight of Pentacles here, have some sort of strategy. If you're going to work on something, make sure you have a plan in place. Make sure you work hard on it. Okay? I feel like this is like a self-improvement kind of spread, actually. Why is this King of Swords here? Who is this person? What's this energy? Additional messages for the King of Swords in reverse for Tauruses in regards to how they will move on from this reading. Why the King of Swords? The Tower card. Alright, Tauruses are going to be so pissed at me, I can tell right now. So I'm gonna say, moving forward for this reading, I think you said the wrong thing to the wrong person. I really kind of think you blew up. It can flip-flop. Somebody could have blown up on you. I always think that that's kind of obvious, but I feel like with this King of Swords, you kind of blew up and said the wrong thing to the wrong person. And what happens is everything just kind of blew up. So, I mean, I feel like everything just fell apart. I feel like there was consequences for this. The Hangman is here reversed. I hope some of you aren't doing like what I was talking about back here with the Ten of Wands. You aren't like have this idea of like this perfect person you want to be or who you want to be, and it's just so out of reach. It's not realistic. Because what happens is you just end up sacrificing, and then you're not getting, you know, like the exact results that you want. And maybe that's why things blew up. Maybe you just kind of got, I don't know, I'm getting this King of Swords. I kept on hearing you said the wrong thing to the wrong person. And it wasn't said well. Things blew up here. I feel like with the Hangman, you're having regrets about it. Even though that's not what the Hangman means. Or somebody said the wrong thing to you, and then the Hangman has you feeling a little bit like the victim here. Okay, whatever it was, it could have been work-related. And whatever this situation was, I feel like some kind of project blew up, or either because of what you said, other people don't kind of want to be around you, they don't want to work with you, or if it's this person, other people don't want to be around them because they don't play well with others. And I don't know if that's you guys or the other person. Like I said, I don't want to make you guys out to be the bad guys, but that's what I'm kind of getting here. So something blows up, like some kind of project or something like that. And I feel like just the wrong thing was said. I'm trying to think if I know anybody that's a Taurus that this would apply to. Well, I mean, I don't talk to my sister or my mom, so. All right, guys. So this is what I have for you guys. Keep in mind, if it resonated, consider a personal reading. Rates, info, email, or below. Just send me an email, and we can go ahead and set that up. Check out your 2019 Sun Moon readings that are on my playlist. Those predictions 2018 are up also if you want to check those out. And then let's get on to Gemini. Gemini. I have a funny Gemini joke for you Geminis. I have a friend who's a Gemini, and she's always like, oh, you know, like she thinks that she needs to get tested for, you know, I think her therapist or someone told her she had to get tested for ADHD. I said, you don't have ADHD, you're a Gemini. Go tell your therapist you're a Gemini. Because it's true. I was like, come on now. You guys, your attention span is a little, you know, off sometimes, right? So, I mean, to me, that's just how Geminis are. I can only imagine how many people have been how many Geminis have been diagnosed with ADHD that was an improper diagnosis. The diagnosis was really Gemini. Okay. Holy Spirit, Angels, Divine Guides, Universe, what do you see for Geminis? Mid to end of April for Geminis. What you see? Doing a little checkup on you, a little tune-up on my Geminis to see what is up with them. Geminis, energies for Geminis. Mid-April, end of April. Can you please show me general energies for Geminis? What is just generally surrounding them? What is swirling around them? The Moon card. In the upright, the card of Pisces. What are their challenges for Gemini? Challenges for Gemini. We have the Ten of Swords. in the upright. What advice do you have for Geminis? We have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. And finally, you guys are moving forward. 2 cards, the Hermit, which is the card of Virgo, and the Four of Pentacles in the upright. All right, so we start off with the Moon card, Geminis. You guys need to connect to your inner selves, okay? A lot of confusion going on. The Moon card is about kind of going underneath, connecting with your subconscious. Listen to your dreams. Sometimes your dreams can guide you when the Moon card shows up. There's some uncertainty. You're confused about what path you should kind of take. The Moon card says to you, use your intuition to guide you. The Moon card tells you to go dig deep into your psyche and start figuring out what your inner disturbances are. What can you kind of weed out to kind of get you where you need to go? What fears do you have? What illusions do you have? You know, shine light on them. The Moon card is kind of like everything's hidden. Everything looks gorgeous because it's under moonlight. So, you know, shine a light on yourself, look at the good, the bad, the ugly, and kind of see what's sort of going on. I'm not really getting a person from that. I feel like this is a reading about internal work, kind of like what Taurus was. Challenge, 10 of Swords. Ending something. You may not want to end something. You think you should end it. You should end it. You don't want to end it because it's going to be not pretty when you end it. Did I say end it enough? So that's what I feel like. It's a challenge. Something has to end. It's not going to go very well. I don't feel like it's somebody trying to end things with you. I think you need to end things with somebody else, and it's not going to go well. And you don't want to do it because the other person, it's just going to be too painful. So you don't want to deal with it. So I feel like it's just something you'd rather avoid. And the challenge is just going in and doing it regardless of how it's going to end up, because it seems like it needs to get done. And another reason why you don't end it is because if you end this situation, person or people that are involved are going to feel like they were betrayed somehow. So, and even though that's not the case, but that's what they're kind of feeling, or that is how you're thinking that that person or those people will view this. So that's why you're really not hyped up to go ahead and get that ball rolling. Now, 7 of Pentacles in reverse is here for advice, and they're telling you don't bother putting any more energy into some. Maybe it's the person you have to end something with, or a situation you have to end. But they're saying with the 7 of Pentacles, just stop putting your energies into it. You're not getting anything back. You aren't getting any return on your investment. It's tedious. It's mundane. You're not even into it anymore, whatever it is, whether it's a person, an entity, or what have you, or a situation. So they're just kind of telling you don't put in one more dime of energy into the situation. And it could be a person, because here we have the Hermit card, which is the card to me of being single, you know, going off on your mountain, being alone, secluded, not having anybody around you. Some of you could be leaving a job. Some of you could be leaving a relationship. You could be ending something and deciding, I'm not getting anything out of this job. I'm not getting anything out of this relationship. I need to go off on my own. And it could be a job, because here you are holding on to your money that you worked very hard for, okay? So for some of you, you could have left a job by choice, and you're just being very careful about what you spend things on because you worked very hard for this money. It's not going to take you very far. So you're just being really conservative when it comes to your possessions, when it comes to your money. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Why is the Moon card here for Gemini? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages. Moon card for Gemini, please. Who is this person? What is this energy? Why is the Moon card here for Gemini? Person, personality, perspective. Justice card in reverse. Okay. Have you been unfair to somebody? Maybe the card of Libra here. Justice cards, card of Libra. It's a reverse. I'm just wondering if maybe you were unfair to somebody, and you're kind of feeling this. You feel like you need to go back. That might be something that's under your psyche here. So you you didn't own up to something. You might have not said you're responsible for something. You blame somebody else for something. And the 6 of Swords is telling me you need to go back and fix that. because that's an unresolved issue. And it's something I feel like is kind of eating away at you guys. But the Ace of Swords tells me in reverse, you don't know how to do it. You don't know how to go about doing it. You guys are really confused in regards to a matter. You don't have a plan. You're doubting yourself. You're just not seeing things very clearly. So either you were dishonest to somebody, or you were unfair to somebody, or somebody was unfair to you. Maybe you want them to come back and kind of do the situation, but I'm sorry, I'm gonna be the bad guy here and say that I think it's you guys treating someone unfairly. You need to go back, you need to fix it, but you don't know how with this Ace of Swords. You don't even know, like, where would you even start with this? I feel like that's where the confusion is. Okay, why is this Ten of Swords here? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Ten of Swords in the challenge position for Gemini. Why the Ten of Swords? Who is this person? What is this energy? Ace of Pentacles. Okay, you have to end this situation because it's not going anywhere. There isn't any stability. You aren't making the money that you should be making. Yeah, it doesn't have any growth potential. I definitely got it. It really isn't paying very much, but I'm feeling like the problem is that you don't feel like you're gonna find something else. Because I see these friends here, these people. This is like my networking card, or a bunch of people hanging out. You know this situation is at hand. You know it isn't working out for you. It isn't stable. Nothing's kind of growing from it. Or it's a job. You aren't getting paid enough. But for some reason, your in the challenge position is being like harmonious with other people, finding harmonious work. But you don't want to end it. One, because, like I said, the person or the company or the entity is going to feel betrayed. And two, because you don't think that you will be able to find better with this Three of Cups. Because see how happy these people are? But it's a challenge. So you don't think that you can find an environment like that for some reason. I don't know why all these are like downers. It can't be me because I'm in a really good mood because I'm going on vacation soon. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Who is this person? What is this energy? Guys, make sure you leave comments in the comments when it's like this. When it isn't like flowy and it doesn't all connect together, I just spit out the messages, and usually someone will post up and be like, oh, this is what happened. Okay. And it does end up resonating with this. Why is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse for Gemini? Who is this person? What's this energy? Additional messages for the Seven of Pentacles in reverse for Gemini. Okay, the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, and they're telling you not to keep investing in this. Remember, I said, like, whatever this is, it isn't going to pan out, so stop putting your energies into it. The Two of Pentacles tells me you're trying too hard. They're saying don't try too hard for this person, this entity, whatever it is. Because the Two of Pentacles has you kind of like trying to stay afloat, you know, struggling to stay afloat. Could have a boss that's kind of unreasonable. So they're telling you, because where else did we have the unreasonable boss? No, we didn't. No, we didn't. I imagine that. I guess that was in Taurus. Alrighty. So they're telling you, you know, have your new beginning, do something. I feel like you guys are stuck like in a mucky situation that you want to get out of, but you're not really sure how to end it because you're worried there's not something better out there. But they're telling you you're not putting your energies are just being wasted while you're like sitting here trying to struggle, keep things afloat or whatever, dump energies into this. They're telling you to stop. Ace of Wands are telling you go start something new, something that you're passionate about, something that feeds your soul. Don't wait. The Ace of Wands has urgency to it. Like, don't wait. Go do something that you're very excited about. Figure out what that thing is. And here's the Hermit card. It's better to go off on your own journey alone and figure things out, even be single, than kind of be in a situation like this. You know, go within. The Hermit is about just like knocking the rest of the world out, creating space for yourself, and just kind of figuring stuff out. Soul searching. Remember I said find something that feeds your soul? That's what they're kind of telling you. And it looks like that's what you're going to kind of go on to do. I really do feel like some of you are just going to walk from your jobs. Like you're just going to decide, okay, this is the last day I'm doing this. I'm out of here. And you're thinking, if I spend my money carefully, I can get myself to, you know, 3 months, or, you know what I mean? Like that kind of thought process. Why is the Hermit card here? Who is this person with this energy? The Hermit card in the upright. Additional messages, please. Hermit card in the upright. First card in reversed. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Empress card in reverse. So going on being alone. Empress card. Empress card, no growth. 5 of Cups. Let me do the 4 of Pentacles here since they're both together. 5 of Cups is in reverse there. Forgiveness. Okay, why is the 4 of Pentacles here? For Gemini, moving on. Who is this person? What is this energy? I don't know what, I have no idea what's going on with you Geminis this, like, during this period of time. Why does the 3 of Pentacles keep on showing up in readings too? That's annoying. So 3, 3, 3. We have 3 3s here. Third party stuff. Third wheel. Third party. Okay, this person here, this Empress card to me, I'm getting somebody who's really like overprotective. Smothering. Really dependent on you, and you just want to kind of get away from them. Somebody that's like up in your business all the time. I feel like with that Empress card reverse, you need to know what's going on and how it's going, what's going, you know, and you're just like with this Hermit card, like, shh, go away. I can't think, go away. I do kind of get that. Only on your Monday Judgment card in reverse is talking about taking time out, self-care, self-love. Because you're not really in a position right now where you feel like you can kind of like hang out with other people. I'm feeling like you feel like if you do hang out with other people, it's not going to go well. I don't know why that is. I mean, I don't know if you guys feel like you're going to be the odd man out, or you're just not going to be very good company. Because I feel like you guys are like going off and kind of like doing your own thing. But you don't want to be around people for some reason. A lot of self-care, self-love, going within sort of stuff going on. Getting away from people. Soul searching. Figuring out what feeds your soul. 5 of Cups in reverse. Forgiveness, but forgiveness for yourself. I don't think you're forgiving somebody else. I think you're forgiving yourself. But I don't know what that is, and I don't know what that means. Part of this, too, is that you guys are just not growing in whatever you're in. Maybe that's why you feel like it has to end. You're not growing, not happy, it's not getting you where you want to be. All right, I'm just seeing if there's anything else here. It's very convoluted. I mean, it's definitely all over the place with you guys. I actually feel rushed for some reason. Like, I feel, you know, like this pace while I'm doing this reading, like all this stuff just coming out all at one time. But it wasn't really cohesive. I don't like it when it's like that. But I just threw the messages out there and hope that someone's going to pick them up and run with them. Alrighty guys, that's all I have for you Geminis. If it resonated, consider a personal reading. Rates info, email below. Just shoot me an email. We can certainly make that happen. Check out your 2019 Sun Moon readings in my playlist for sure for your predictions for this year. And now I'm going to be moving on to Cancers. Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, your insight for Cancers? Mid to end of April. What energies do you see for Cancers? Mid to end of April. Any messages you have would be greatly appreciated for Cancers. Mid to end of April. Thank you. Let's see what's going on for Cancers. Can you please show me general energies for Cancers? General energies for Cancerians. Wow. Who got that? Taurus got that in the same position. Some of you might have Taurus in your chart. What is the challenge for Cancerians? Challenge, the Justice card in reverse. What advice do you have for Cancers? The World card in the upright. And how will Cancers be moving on from this reading? The Two of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so I'm kind of getting, you guys need to kind of, I heard like move on from something, just wrap it up and be done with it. I feel like you're lingering here. I feel like with the Strength card, and that's the card of Leo. I feel like you guys had something happen to you and you're working on kind of coming back from that, okay? Really working on your confidence, having compassion for yourself. I feel like you guys came off of something and it hit you kind of hard. And it really kind of, you know, it was a situation, maybe an altercation with somebody or what have you, and you're questioning yourself. Or you were questioning yourself, did you go about it the right way? And now you're kind of working on that. You're working on building yourself up. And you just came off of something, you persevered, you got through it. Now you're seeing how strong you are for having got through it. And you also are telling yourself, yes, I did the right thing. I handled this the only way that I could. She's handling this lion who could rip her head off. And you handled it well, okay? And you're telling yourself, yes, I had to do what I had to do. I handled this person well, or this thing or this situation well. And you're actually gaining confidence from how you did that, okay? Challenge position, we have the Justice card in reverse. So, the challenge is in regards to this situation, it didn't necessarily go the way you wanted to. I feel like, yes, the problem was solved, but I feel like the end, the way that it was, how can I put this? I can't even think of an analogy. It's almost like, it's almost like the problem was solved, but how it was solved isn't like a long-term solution, or isn't quite the way that you want it. So it's almost like the way the situation ended, you ended up said, oh, okay, well, I'll take it if that's the best way that it's going to end. If that's how it has to be, that's fine. I mean, that's one way to make it end. That's not the way, ideally, how I wanted it to be fixed or solved. But if that's all if that's the only thing that we can do, or that's the only thing that can be done, then I'll just deal with it. Because I feel like, you don't think, and this is a card of Libra. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I can't even articulate my feeling that I have. This is the hardest thing about when you're an empath. Trying to put the words to your feelings. And I can't. I mean, you're just going to have to kind of get it from that. Like, a situation happened. It wasn't very fair. It might not have been fair for the other person. You don't think it was the fairest way, but you're kind of like, well, if that's how that has to be, then that has to be the outcome. That has to just be how it is. But something about it is bothering you, okay? Now, here's the World card. So the advice they're telling you is this, whatever it was that happened, it's over, it's done with. What are the lessons you learned from it? You've already gotten everything that you're going to get out of it. It happened, it's over with now. It's time to close it up. It's time to get closure on it. And it's time to kind of pick yourself up and get ready for your next set of challenges, because there's nothing you're going to be able to do about how this was handled, how this situation was judged, what was done. I feel like it's really kind of out of your hands, and all you can kind of do is just get your own closure on it and say, okay, it is what it is. I just need to move on. And that's what they're telling you. You just need to kind of close it up, move on. But as we move forward for this reading, I see the Two of Swords here, and I feel like there's a decision that needs to be made. I still think it's in regards to this matter. So even though they're telling you to close it up, here I see you deciding, and either way that it's going to go, it's not favorable. Okay, it's almost like this situation back here, except I feel like this situation is lingering and it's going on. And you're kind of sitting here having a hard time deciding what to do in this situation, because no matter what you choose, it's not going to bode well for either the person or the situation or what have you. And you kind of feel stuck in the middle. You keep on feeling like there's a better way to resolve this, there's a better way to handle this, but either that way is not available to you or you can't make it happen. Okay, why is this Strength card here for Cancers? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Strength card for Cancers, please. Why is the Strength card here? Who is this person? What is this energy? Okay. Might have had to give someone the boot, kick them out of your house. Okay, this is somebody that you have a past connection with. So this is, I think, what made it really hard. It might have been somebody from your childhood. It might have been somebody that you have a history with. They're being very disruptive with this Four of Wands in reverse. They're causing tensions at home. They're causing tension in the family. They're making a really like unwelcome environment, unstable environment. But you do have, you're attached to this person. So I feel like, and I also feel like only you know how to handle this person. You're the only person that like can tame the beast. You have some sort of ability to kind of do this. And the two, it does, you don't want to be put in this position, but you do. And I feel like you're the mediator too. You're like, I almost feel like this could be a family member. This could be someone in the office. I'm getting more family. And you get put in this position where you need to mediate the situation because you kind of know this person, you have a past with this person, and whenever they kick their heels up, you kind of get put into the position of, okay, what are we going to do? What are we going to do here? And no choice is the right choice. So you have a really hard time trying to figure out how to kind of deal with it. And the Two of Swords is a big card of inaction. You don't want to do anything because none of the situations are favorable. So you just kind of hang out for a little while. You're taking in more information and trying to figure it out. Weird. Okay. Why is the Justice card here in reverse? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Justice card. I also feel like in regards to this person, this entity, whatever it is, justice was not served, okay? You feel like it could have been handled better, and it wasn't with this Justice card in reverse. Why is the Justice card here? Who is this person? What is this energy in regards to Cancers? Mid-April to end of April. Additional messages, please. Tower card. Okay, and the Tower card does. It has you say, okay, well, you know, this is the way it had to be done. It wasn't the right way. It wasn't the fair way, but it was the only way. That's maybe the best way. And with the Tower card, you're seeing why it had to be done the way it had to be done. Okay, it wasn't handled the cleanest that it should have been. No. Correction. I always a challenge position always shows that you aren't seeing the reason for why this had to happen. There's a reason why things had to play themselves out the way that they did. And no, they weren't pleasant. But the challenge is you getting to the other side of this and realizing why it had to go this way. It wasn't the way that you wanted, but it needed to happen. You're having a hard time coming back from this, whatever this situation was, because we have the Star card in the upright. And normally this, the Star card in the upright is realizing like how resilient you are and, you know, embracing yourself for having come out of it and renewing yourself and having hope and faith. And you're having a hard time with that. And that's the card of Aquarius, if that resonates. And then we have the Four of Pentacles here. So you're having a hard time letting go of this situation. You keep on holding it onto it out of fear or something. You keep on revisiting it, going back. I don't know if it's fear of something or, but you need to release it. You need to release the situation like they're telling you here in the World card. Why is the World card here for Cancers? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages. World card for Cancers, please. In the advice position. Why is the World card here? I know that I feel like they're like, get over it. Without, you know, saying that in a crappy way. Reason why you can't kind of wrap this up or get over it is you're blocking your intuition. You're not kind of listening to, and there's, I don't know if you need to have somebody tell you, hey, good job, you handled it right. I feel like that's what's going on there, and that's why you have a hard time kind of moving on from this. We have the Eight of Wands here, so a lot of communication one way, not getting a response the other way. Really kind of dependent on don't be so dependent on how others see you or how others think you handled something. Because I'm feeling that here. Like you want to know, yes, you did it right. Yeah, you know, you're really concerned about that. And they're telling you, just wrap it up, keep it going. You did what you did what you could. You aren't going to be able to solve the whole thing. This is the best outcome. It might not be fair. It might not be, you know, but it is what it is. I hate that saying, but I'm going to use it here. This Eight of, and the Eight of Wands to me is, they're telling you, just keep it moving. Wrap this up, keep it moving forward, you know, just have change, have action, kind of leave this behind. Why is this Two of Swords here in reversed? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for this Two of Swords. I don't know if, like, some of you are a power of attorney. I don't know if some of you are in some kind of position where the onus is on you to decide something, because we have Two of Swords in reverse and we have it in the upright. And we have the Justice. I mean, I just feel like you're in a position where you need to decide for somebody or for something. Why is this Two of Swords here? Who is this person? What is this energy? Two of Swords in reverse for Cancers as they move forward from this reading. Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay. You don't want to decide what you need to decide, because somebody is going to be very disappointed. Somebody's going to get very depressed as a result. With the Temperance card, we have the Emperor here. So we have Sagittarius and we have Aries. Yeah, you're in some kind of position where you are the enforcer and you need to get a person's crap under control or restore order to something, restore balance, find a good compromise. It's up to you in this situation. I don't know if this is a problematic person or a problematic situation, but it's falling on your shoulders to do this. And you don't want to do this because your options that you have to choose from aren't any that you think are going to go well. And no matter what, this person's just going to end up losing their shit. They're going to either be really depressed or, I don't know, they're going to cry days on end. And you're realizing that you have to be the assertive one here. You have to create the boundaries here. And you might be having to do it just to find your happy place, just to restore peace and balance to your life. I'm feeling like, but it's just not a position you like being in, I feel like. All right, guys, if this reading resonated, consider a personal reading. Rates info are below. Oh, rates info and email are below. Just send me an email. We can make that happen. Make sure you check out your 2019 Sun Moon readings. Go look up your Sun Moon sign and go check out those predictions for this year. And we will move on to the next sign, which is going to be Leos. Okay? My Leos. So, Holy Spirit angels, podcast universe, can you please provide the truth, your wisdom, your clarity, your insight for Leos? And Leos, I am going to have to check my phone real quick. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Alright, sorry, I just had, like, I should have done it during, well, whatever. I hate having silence because the people are like, what's going on right now? I just had all these texts. I'm gonna try my husband and daughter. Okay. It's just crazy around here, guys. That's why I'm getting crazy. Okay. So, Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, your insight for Leos? Leos, please, mid-April to end of April, what do you see? What energies do you see for Leos? Mid-April to end of April for Leos, please. Any messages that you have for Leos? Mid-April to end of April. What are the general energies for Leos? Mid-April to April. See for them. Four of Swords. Challenges. What challenges do we have for Leos? Two of Pentacles and the upright. Advice for Leos, please, during this period of time. What advice do you have for Leos? We have the Judgment card and the upright. And then, how do you see Leos moving forward with this reading? Okay. Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, guys, so Four of Swords in the upright. All right, and you guys know, right? If you don't slow down, if you don't slow down your energies and what you're doing and what have you, the universe will make you slow down, will take you out of something, okay? Because the Four of Swords is about just getting burnt out. You know, you don't have anything left. You aren't even running on fumes anymore. And as a result, you just have to take a rest. You have to take a time out. A good example is you're pushing it too hard at work. And this is an analogy, not something I'm saying. You're pushing it too hard at work and you're ignoring your health and you're not really doing anything about it, and you know you're not sleeping enough, and then bam, you just get hit with a virus, the flu or something, just knocks you off your feet for like a week, you know? So you actually end up taking the time off you need, but not necessarily the way that you want to kind of take it off, okay? So be careful of that. I mean, I'm getting it from the Four of Swords. You guys need to slow down a little bit. You know, which is weird, because Leos are really good at leisure. They enjoy leisure. They enjoy enjoying life and socializing, having fun. So, but I think some of you are doing a little bit too much. They need to be careful of that. Now, in the challenge position, we have the Two of Pentacles. So it kind of leads me to believe that you guys are really kind of overworking. Either you've too many cooks in the kitchen right now. Maybe you guys are working really hard. Too many jobs, too many spinning plates, multitasking, and you just don't have any room for anything else with this Two of Pentacles here. You're trying to find balance. You don't have room for loved ones. You don't have room for a personal life. It's just on the go constantly. And remember, I said if you just keep on going like that, what's going to happen is, kaboom, it's all going to kind of fall apart. So Judgment card here is asking you to kind of look at the situation. Look at your lifestyle right now, what you're doing, how you're kind of living it, how you're kind of going about it, and look at it with total clarity, okay? You know, you might be telling yourself, oh, you know, I have to do this because I have to pay the bills and this, that, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, are you really? Do you really have to? Are you really judging things as you should be judging things? So they're telling you to just kind of look at this and start making some different life choices. Make some different life choices. Don't look back, but judge the situation for what it actually is, and instead of what you're actually telling yourself, okay? So we have the Knight of Wands here. So this is where I feel like as you move on from this reading, you guys are going to have this real, like, let's say frustration. Well, frustration and anger, because you just don't, all this energy that you're expending, all this stuff that you're doing, it's not really getting you anywhere, okay? The Knight of Wands really likes attention. He likes to get noticed. I feel like you guys are doing a lot of stuff and working really hard, and it's not happening. And you're getting frustrated because, you know, things aren't happening. You aren't getting noticed for maybe how hard you're working or whatever. You aren't getting anywhere. And that frustration turns to anger, and that anger turns into something else. So that's what I feel like is going on here. Okay, that's the general kind of story I'm seeing. Why is this Four of Swords here in reverse for Leos? Who is this person? What's this energy? Additional messages for the Four of Swords in reverse for Leos. Any messages you have in regards to Leos for mid to end of April? This Four of Swords in reverse would be greatly appreciated. All right, they're pushing out this whole thingy. Okay, so the way things are going right now, you're looking at too many things at one time. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups here. So this is a whole bunch of options. You want everything. You want to do everything at one time. Okay. And I was going to say, with that Ten of Swords, this just has to end. It has to stop. I almost feel like you're going on a road to nowhere with this. You need to put some of those cups back on a shelf. It's way too much. Way too many things. You can't have it all. You can't do it all. Alrighty? And that Ten of Swords is, I mean, this is not a good time for you guys right now. I mean, you think it's, the Ten of Swords could just be a dark point. Like, it's the ending of a cycle here, but it's a dark point. But this Page of Wands has you guys being a little bit stubborn. And even though people are telling you, you know, you need to slow it down, you can't do everything at one time, you can't pursue all these things at one time, something has to give. You're feeling like you have to. I feel like because of this ending here. I keep on getting that you guys are telling people, I have to do this. I have to do this. This is what I have to do. Because people are talking to you and you're not listening. With the Page of Wands here. So people are trying to tell you, you can't keep doing this. And you're like, no, I'm not listening to you because I know better. This is what I need to do. That's what I'm kind of getting. And they're like, okay, well, you go ahead and you do what you're going to do, but I know how this is going to end. It's just too much. Alrighty, why is this Two of Pentacles here? Who is this person? What is this energy? Why is the Two of Pentacles here in the challenge position for Leos? Additional messages, please, for the Two of Pentacles. Person. Queen of Cups. Okay, so one of the things you're kind of saying is you're doing this for somebody, to take care of somebody. You're going about it in the wrong way. You're working. You need to work smarter, not harder. So you really care about somebody. It could be your family. It could be a person with this Queen of Cups. You really want to help them, or you're thinking you're helping. You're working really hard. You're helping a person. You're helping your family. You're telling yourself that, but you're going about it in a foolish way with the Fool card in reverse. You could do it a better way. Yeah, I mean, I just feel like you're working way harder than you need to and not getting the results that you should. And this is making you kind of like this with the Six of Wands in reverse. I mean, yeah, not only are you guys working really hard and trying to do everything at one time, you're not even getting acknowledged for it, because the Six of Wands is about, you know, you working your butt off and nobody noticing you, and nothing's going to piss a Leo off more than that, you know, not being noticed, not getting the attention that you deserve for doing what you're doing. And you're doing it for a good reason, though, because the Queen of Cups, you're doing it, it's because you guys are very generous souls. You have very big hearts, and I feel like you're doing it for somebody, or for a cause, for your family, for somebody that you care about. And they're not noticing that. People aren't noticing that. Why is the Judgment card here for Leos? What is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Judgment card for Leos. Why is the Judgment card here? I'm telling you, you need to stand up for yourself. Okay, you can't please everybody, so please don't try. I feel like with the and your energies are really scattered with the Magician card. So, I mean, all you aren't using your skills, your resources, everything available to you in the correct way, I feel like. And you can't make everybody happy. That's what I feel like with the Seven of Wands in the upright. You have to do what you need to do for yourself. Don't worry about getting attention or getting recognized or being rewarded for it. You know, it's like the kids I teach when they come up to me. My daughter comes up to me and says, "Are you proud of me?" And I say, "Are you proud of yourself?" Because that's the most important. Who cares about what I think or what other people think, right? Temperance card, the card of Sagittarius here. They're telling you need to restore balance. You need to find that compromise, that peace. And I thought that came up somewhere else, but maybe that was in another reading. But I feel like that's what this is. You know, you need to find moderation. Find a good place for yourself. I just feel like the energies you guys are using are just, you could be a lot more productive doing a whole lot less. I feel like. And like I said, part of it is who cares what people think. Don't do it because of what people think or what people think of you. I think that's feeding into this somehow.
Okay, why is this Knight of Wands here in reverse? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages. And I think that's why you're kind of frustrated and angry here. Because you feel like despite all your efforts, you know, you're not getting noticed for everything that you're doing. Ace of Pentacles. Two aces. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, some of you aren't making as much money as you think you should be making. You're not getting paid as much as you think. You want to get paid more, but I feel like, and I feel like you do a lot, but I feel like you get disappointed. Leo, sorry for that interrupt. So I feel like you're in a situation and you think that you deserve more money or deserve compensation. It doesn't even have to be money, just rewarded. Whether that reward is praise, whether it's monetary or what have you. And I think that's part of your frustration or anger as you move on from this reading. And the Ace of Cups shows to be, you know, the disappointment because you aren't getting what you deserve. You aren't either getting the money or the attention or what have you. But this Eight of Pentacles to me is you guys deciding, some of you are deciding to go back to school. Some of you might be deciding to get an education. You're figuring out how you can work for more money or how you can make more money or how you can get what you want. But you're starting to realize that you need something additional in order to do that. So, because I definitely see you guys working too hard for too little. And I think in the end, moving forward with this reading, you guys are actually going to sit down and decide and say, okay, well, I need to do something about this. I need to better myself in some way. And I'm going to have to figure out how to work on this and do this. Because the way that it's happening right now, it's too much work for little compensation. And yeah, so that's what I was kind of getting from that. All right. So guys, definitely comment up. If it resonated, consider a personal reading. Rates, info, and email are below. Just send me an email. And then make sure you check out your 2019 Sun Moon readings for your predictions for this year. Okay? Yeah, so otherwise I'm probably going to move on to, what am I moving on to? Leo, so out of my mind. Virgos will be next. Virgos will be next. Hola, Virgos. Okay, you guys are up for your general reading. Keep in mind it's general reading. Resonates, email me. We can work something out. Otherwise, let's see what's going on for you guys. Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, your insight for Virgos? For mid-April to the end of April, what energies do you see? What can they expect? What messages do you have to help them reach their higher ground and become closer to you, to the divine? Virgos, please. Guys, make sure you check out my 2019 Sun Moon reading predictions. They're in my playlist. So are 2018. So are my compatibility readings. Whole bunch of stuff in my playlist. Gotta remind you. Okay, Virgos, please. What do you see mid-month to end of April for Virgos? Will be their environment during this period of time. The Temperance card in reverse. What challenges do you see for Virgo? Ace of Pentacles in the upright. Can you please show me what advice you have for Virgos? What is the advice you have for Virgos? Advice for Virgos. We have the King of Swords in the upright. And how will they move forward from this reading? The Knight of Wands again. I forget who had that for the placement. Okay, so right now your environment right now. This is a card of Sagittarius for those of you that resonates. A lot of imbalance going on. A lot of the Temperance card in reverse is kind of looking around and trying to figure out, okay, where do I need to make changes? Where am I thinking negatively? That's something that you need to do because everything is misaligned. Some of you might be overdoing stuff, so overdoing work, overdoing partying, because it can be like somebody being excessive, somebody being a bit of a lush. And it really is kind of stepping back. How can I kind of moderate things a little bit more, okay? There could be frustration too. Tempers might be running high. During this period of time, so everything's kind of wishy-washy and all over the place for you guys. The challenge here is the Ace of Pentacles, so you guys are A, having a hard time getting grounded, B, having a hard time getting something started that's solid. This can have to do with finances or a financial opportunity. So you're having a hard time getting a financial opportunity off the ground. You're having a hard time manifesting some goal that you would really like to do. And it might be because you're misaligned back here and things are kind of all over the place. For some of you, you might have the challenge might be trying to start a business or investing in a property or whatever. So you're having a hard time getting something off the ground in regards to a practical matter, a goal, finances. I don't want to repeat myself, but that's what I'm kind of getting. Advice, we have the King of Swords. So first thing, maybe some of you should actually seek the advice of somebody who is in law, somebody who is in finance, somebody accounting, anybody like that. The King of Swords is great counsel. He steps back and he kind of looks at everything from an objective point of view, and then he dispenses advice that is fair, that is logical, that is really smart advice. Okay, so some of you, they're telling you to, if you can't figure out how to do things, then find somebody that's an expert and knows how to do it. Go to them for advice and find out what you should kind of do. Also, for others of you, the advice here is to take the initiative. You guys step back and kind of be objective and kind of look at, like, for instance, I tell people that are in a situation like this, what would you tell a friend to do? So imagine you're the friend and you're listening to your friend explain a situation, maybe things aren't getting off the ground or aren't working out and things are all over the place. What should I do? Okay, just stepping out and looking at it objectively, and then making a smart move and taking some kind of initiative in a direction to kind of get things going, to get out of this place that you're actually in. Knight of Wands is you guys moving on from this reading. So there's going to be a lot of frustration, a little bit of anger. We're going back to this again because you could be, remember we said trying to manifest these goals, making things happen. They aren't happening. You're getting doors shut in your face. People aren't listening to you. You aren't getting any place. And as a result, you could be a little temperamental. You could be frustrated. You could be angry because, your agenda or whatever you want to kind of push through isn't happening and is being met with resistance. Okay. So, Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide clarification on the Temperance card? Why is the Temperance card here for Virgos? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Temperance card for Virgos. Okay, personality, perspective. Temperance card, please. Okay, so we have the Five of Cups in reverse. The Emperor in reverse. Okay, and Emperor is a card of Aries, if that resonates. Additional clarifier, please, with Temperance card in reverse. Ooh, yeah, so you guys are a little imbalanced. I have the Nine of Swords here. You guys are definitely overthinking about stuff, making yourselves anxious, getting depressed, having a lot of really negative emotions. And be careful of that, because negative emotions can actually paralyze you from moving forward. Remember we said you're having problem manifesting something. When you get wrapped up in negative emotions and you keep on telling yourself, I can't, what if this happens? You're just paralyzed. You don't move forward. So you have to start thinking about the little train that could. I think I can. Now, the Emperor reversed here is, it's not the meanie card. Okay, I'm not getting meanie. I'm not getting like a mean person. I mean, it could be for some of you because that's, what the Emperor is. I'm not getting a person. I'm getting the energies here where you guys are, the Emperor in the upright is getting things in order. In the reverse, things are really out of order for you. For some of you, you need to break out of your routine. If you've been doing things a certain way and it's not working for you, don't continue to do the same routine. Don't consider to keep on hammering the nail at the same angle. Sometimes you have to move the nail to get it to go in the wall. And that's what I'm feeling. You guys really like things to be ordered and organized and follow, a strategy or a path. And it seems like none of that is happening now. Everything's displaced. Everything's out of order. It's almost like stuff spilling out of drawers, and it's really overwhelming for you guys. You're not really sure what to sort of do about this. We have the Five of Cups here, and that kind of threw me. I was sitting here and I was thinking, and I'm sorry I'm having a pause. I'm just trying to figure out how to articulate it. What I'm feeling is that you guys need to be really forgiving of yourselves, okay? Stop beating up on yourselves here. Five of Cups, if you need to go out with friends and hang out with friends and have them boost you up, Whatever you kind of need to do, you need to forgive yourself. You need to stop beating up on yourself. That's what I'm getting from the Five of Cups, okay? I also feel like they're saying this is temporary. This is not going to last very long. Once you kind of get things ordered and in place, things are going to start working out. But, you know, talking negatively and over worrying about stuff is not really helping out your agenda very much. Why is this Ace of Pentacles here in the challenge position for Virgos? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional message. Ace of Pentacles for Virgos. Who is this person? What is this energy? Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, because you're really restricted in how you think about things. Okay, so stuff isn't manifesting for yourself because of how you perceive things, how you choose to perceive things. Being stuck in a routine. And it's really all in your mind. It's not the reality, it's your perception of it, where you're restricting yourself. So you are actually the one, whatever goes on in your mind is what is going to happen. You know, laws of attraction, all of that stuff. Whatever you're thinking about is probably going to manifest itself. So if you were thinking negatively, then that's probably going to happen. Things aren't going to happen to you. You really desire for something to happen because this Queen of Cups is here. You want something to happen more than anything. But it's not happening. And another thing is you're lacking confidence. We have the Strength card here in reverse, which is a card of Leo. This is really starting to chip away at your confidence. You guys usually, when you do things, things get done. Things work out. They happen for you. This isn't happening. Like, you usually set your sights on something and you say, okay, I see it, then I do it. You know, you guys are like Nike, just do it. Then you get a plan together. It's XYZ. You're totally out of your element right here. And because this is not working out for you, you guys are doubting yourselves. You're starting to feel weak. You're starting to feel not confident. But I see whatever it is, you want it bad, really bad. Look at how she's looking at that chalice. She's like, man, I want this more than anything. It might just be, you know, sometimes if you just like want something so bad, but that isn't really manifesting it. That's just kind of like, oh, I want this, you know, but you're not really kind of doing anything or thinking about it in a positive way to kind of attract it to you. Let's see what's up with this King of Swords. I am feeling like you're going to need to talk to somebody because I feel like whatever situation you're in, it's too overwhelming. I don't feel like you guys can handle it yourself. I think you're going to need help. You're going to need help from friends. You're going to need help from this King of Swords, somebody that knows their stuff, knows what they're doing. Why is this King of Swords here? Who is this person? What is this energy? King of Swords. Maybe the Six of Cups in reverse. The Moon card in the upright. Okay, so I feel like this King of Swords is going to kind of set you straight here. I got from the Six of Cups in reverse. You guys are going about things almost childish. You know, I thought of Veruca Salt from Charlie and Chocolate Factory. I want it now, Daddy. I want it now. Like that. Like, you want it so bad. You're like, oh, I want it now. I want it to happen. Why isn't it happening? You know, Six of Cups, I got that kind of like a childish sort of thing about that. Like, and having to be disciplined. I feel like this advisor or whoever you're going to talk to, they're going to discipline you and they're going to be like, okay, just, you know, calm down. Another thing about the Six of Cups in reverse, it could just be the idea you have is just rosy. It's an ideal rather than a concrete idea. And so it's kind of keeping it out of your reach. The Moon card, to me, that's a card of Pisces. This shows, again, the confusion that you're going through. I keep on getting from you guys that you're like walking and you're having a hard time seeing through things. The Moon card encourages you to, you know, trust your intuition. But I just feel like you guys are confused. This is not you. It's really strange that you guys are kind of out of your element here. If you do get advice from this person or talk to this person, or if you just talk to yourself, you're wondering if you should bother continuing, okay? Because things aren't quite working out the way that you wanted them to work out. So now you're having pause and you're saying to yourself, do I really want to put any more effort in this? Is this going to be worth, is this going to end up where I want it to be? Am I going to get that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? And the Seven of Pentacles is here to tell you patience. You need to have patience and you need to wait. Yes, this is going to pay off. It might not be, happen on the road that you paved, that you planned for it to, but yes, it will happen. You have to be patient and you have to kind of keep at it. Why is this Knight of Wands here in reverse? Who is this person? What is this energy for Virgos? Additional messages for this Knight of Wands in reverse, please. Person, personality, Knight of Wands. What you got for me? Okay, yeah, you guys need to calm down. So here we're talking about the frustration. Oh, I'm not getting anywhere. Why aren't I getting anywhere? And the Temperance card is saying, chill out. The Temperance card is patience, is calm. You're going to have to sit and wait on this. You got it while you're waiting. Why not use the time to, you know, find peace? Maybe a little meditation. Maybe just, you know, chill, take the bubble bath, what have you, with a little glass of wine and just calm your mind down. I know you guys have a hard time calming your mind down, but you're going to have to kind of do it. Knight of Swords is in the upright. Judgment card in reversed. And Knight of Swords usually comes running in, and he reveals some kind of truth is exposed, and usually it really stirs things up. It's really unexpected. The Knight of Swords just blindsides you with something, but as a result, things move forward very quickly, okay? So again, things might not be happening the way you want them to happen. Something unexpected might come up, and you'll be like, oh crap, what the hell's that? And it will actually end up moving things forward for you. Judgment card in reverse. You guys really need to practice self-love, self-care. I know that sounds hokey or cliche, but it's true. You're not judging yourselves fairly. You're actually criticizing yourselves, and you need to stop doing that, okay? Because that's not so, and that's feeding into this huge machine of what you have going on right now. So if you're going to judge yourselves fairly. Don't criticize yourselves. Love yourselves. Find that happy place, okay? Because this Knight of Wands in reverse, I see you guys spiraling a little bit, spiraling downward because you can't get what you want. Just calm down, say it's going to happen eventually. Have the confidence, know that it's going to happen, that there's a greater plan for you, and then use that, bide your time, doing other things, side projects, things like that. You know, get something off your bucket list or what have you, okay? Alrighty, guys. If this resonated with you, consider a personal reading. Rates, info, and email are below. Just shoot me an email. Check out your sun moon readings or predictions for 2019. They're in my playlist. So are other things in my playlist. I am going to be moving on to Libras, right? Yep. We will move on to Libras next. Libras. I love my Libras. Okay. Ignore my phone. Oh, maybe don't ignore it. I don't even know what that's about. Hold on. Please stop. And of course it's going like right through my computer. Lord help me. I can't even believe what this week is like. Okay. What, April, you guys are just not going to be seeing a lot of me. I'll probably come around. I'll come in full force in May. I'll really try, but I have no time right now. Libras. What energies do you see for Libras? Mid-April to end of April. Any messages you have for Libras for this period of time? Help them reach their higher ground, become closer to the universe. Will be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Libras. Mid-April to end of April. Energies, please. Okay. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Can you please show me the atmosphere for Libras? Okay. 8 of Swords in reverse. What challenges do you see for Libras? Mid-April to end of. Flipping that. Okay, we have the 3 of Wands in reverse. Take that. Advice for Libras, please. Advice. Page of Swords in reversed. And then finally, moving forward. How will Libras move forward from this reading? We have the Empress card in reverse. Man, is there going to be any positive readings that are going to be coming up anytime soon? The only positive card right now I'm seeing is the 8 of Swords there in reverse. So, general atmosphere, you're freeing yourself, or you want to free yourself from something. The 8 of Swords has you kind of reflecting on the past ways that you used to do things, and just not wanting to do them that way anymore. Finding a different way to do things. It's release. It's freedom. Definitely letting go of old patterns. You guys are kind of looking back at how you used to do things before. You just don't want to be that person anymore. You don't want to do things. It's not getting you the results that you want, however that resonates for you. And I think that maybe the reason why you're doing is because challenge position, we had the Three of Wands in reverse, so opportunities are not coming to you. You're having setbacks, you're having delays. And actually, but it's good you have the wherewithal here to realize that if you don't kind of change your ways, things aren't going to come to you. So maybe you're trying different things, different approaches to make opportunities come to you, because the challenge right now is there's too many setbacks and nothing's going on for you guys, or nothing is working out well for you guys. Page of Swords is here in reversed. I don't, the Page of Swords can be really like gossipy, somebody talking behind your back, but I really wasn't getting like that kind of energy because it is in the advice. It could be. Okay, so there can be somebody that's in your atmosphere or, you know, in your perimeter. And they could be being manipulative. They could be doing things behind your back, but I feel it's more like attention. I feel like you have somebody that's immature, possibly. I was thinking it was your energies at first, now I feel like it's a person. They're being really immature, and they also, the advice is pretty much just to ignore this person. Don't feed into what they're doing. Don't fuel his fire. Don't engage. This person like needs constant attention, and if he doesn't get it, you know, he finds a way to get it, but does it like in a bad way. You know what I mean? Like any kind of attention is good for him, whether it's bad or not. So I think you're dealing with somebody here, and they're telling you just don't deal with that person. And we move on to the Empress card here, how you're going to move on from this reading. I think you're still going to experience lack of growth or kind of making things happen. Be really careful with you guys. One of the reasons why there might be lack of growth, you're thinking too much about what other people are feeling. You're thinking too much about what other people are thinking. I know that this could be, you know, difficult for you guys because you guys want to please other people. You're really reliant on, you know, other people, what they're doing, what they're thinking, and then you kind of internalize. You let that affect you. Just do you, because it's not really working out for you doing that. Why is the Eight of Swords here in reversed for Libras? Who is this person? What's this energy? Additional messages for the Eight of Swords in reverse for Libras, please. Who is this person? What is this energy? Okay. So you are kind of freeing yourselves from the past ways that you were thinking of things, because in the past you were very restricted in the way that you thought of things. You restricted yourself, and I feel like you had that realization, and then success wasn't working out for you, things weren't working out for you. You'd be working on something and you weren't getting anywhere as a result. The reason why is because you were really limited in your views, stuck in your way of thinking, and you're trying to free yourself from that. So it's really good that you guys are having your realization of that. The Hangman in reverse had you feeling a little bit like, you know, the victim because of this mentality that you had. You always landed yourself in positions where you ended up being betrayed, or you ended up feeling like you were victimized by somebody. So it's good that you guys are kind of looking at, okay, what are my behaviors? How did I act to land myself in these situations? I don't want to be like that anymore, so I'm going to free myself from how I used to do things, because it used to put me in, it didn't work favorable for me. I didn't have positive outcomes as a result of it. So I'd like that you guys are open to changing. Why is this Three of Wands here in reverse in the challenge position for Libras? Who is this person? What is this energy? Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, we have the King of Wands and that right. Yeah, you're not getting to, it's similar to the Virgo reading. You're not getting where you want to be. Nothing's moving. So the challenge is nothing seems to be moving. Opportunities aren't happening. You're being set back. There's delays. And what you really want is all this to happen, because we have, and this is a challenge for you. So the King of Wands, you want to be the leader. You want to be determined and motivated, make things happen, something that you're very passionate about. The Two of Wands has you you know, you want to take some sort of risk. I see that you guys are yearning to do things differently, to get out there, to have something huge happen, but it's in a challenge position, so it's not happening. The Knight of Wands, you're trying to push things forward. The Knight of Wands has an idea, he puts it into action, and it starts happening, okay? But since it's in the challenge position, you guys might have, might be holding back a little bit, might be having fears in regards to it. So I see you wanting things to move forward and them happening, but unfortunately they're not happening for whatever reason. Maybe it's this Page of Swords kind of messing you up. Why is this Page of Swords here in reverse in the advice column? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for this Page of Swords. It could be a work situation. You have somebody, like I said, in your perimeter who's a little bit bratty, attention seeking. Why is this Page of Swords here? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Page of Swords. Okay, we have the Ten of Pentacles in the upright. Ace of Cups in the upright. Alright, this is somebody that you, if this is somebody, it's somebody that you have a past connection to. You could share a home with them, you could share finances of some sort. We have the Ace of Cups here, the new beginning that fills your cup. Okay, but so what they're telling you with this Six of Cups is don't deal with this person just because you have a past connection with them. They might even be trying to use that in order for leverage or something like that. I see you here with the Ten of Pentacles, trying to build wealth, trying to make things happen. It could be property. The Ten of Pentacles is very much about, you know, money, 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 but long-term money, financial security, working on that. And then the Ace of Cups here, like I said, something, a new direction, a possibility. Possibility of a new direction that brings money. But this person is interfering somehow. I don't know exactly what their deal is, but you know them from previously, and I feel like you give them the benefit of the doubt because you have a past connection with them. Could even be a child that you're dealing with. Okay, so that was a message for somebody. Let me see what's up with this Empress. Why is the Empress card here in reverse? Who is this person? What is this energy? Why is the Empress card here in reverse? Additional messages, please, for the Empress card in reverse. Okay, so we have the Six of Pentacles in the upright. I see you guys as the benefactor. I see you guys here with the Six of Pentacles as always taking care of other people. You know, if someone needs money, you're going to loan them money. If, you know, because you can't stand to see suffering. You can't stand to see people in a bad position. So you're really more concerned with other individuals than you are yourself. I feel like this is inhibiting growth for you, because you're like that. We have the Knight of Pentacles here. Being patient, trying to formulate a strategy, move forward. And here you are wanting something that's not happening. Whatever you're getting offered, you're not interested in. You're like, I want this. I want this. So you're kind of having the same struggle that Virgo's having, where something needs to happen, but it's not happening. It could be because of interference. But I do like that you guys are trying to change things in order to make things happen instead of just staying the same way and doing it the same way. All right, so that's all I have for you Libras. If it resonated, consider a personal reading, of course. Check out my 2019 Sun Moon predictions that are in my playlist. Check out my playlist. I have other I have other stuff in there, and I will be moving on to Scorpios. Okay, Holy Spirit angels, my guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, your insight for Scorpios, please? Scorpios, for the period of the middle of April to the end of April 2019, what energies do you see for Scorpios to help them reach their higher ground, become close to the universe, and close to the divine? Scorpios, please. End of April, mid-April to end of April for Scorpios. Holy Spirit angels, divine guides, universe, can you please show me Scorpio's general environment or atmosphere during this period of time, mid-April to end of April? What do you see for of Wands reversed. Challenge. What challenges do you see for Scorpio during this period of time? Chariot card reversed. Everybody seems to start off with the best of intentions in these readings, and then it just kind of falls apart. Advice. You guys had the Page of Pentacles and the upright. A lot of people getting blocked during this period of time from moving forward. I don't know enough about astrology to know what's going on with the planets and stuff, but I'm just kind of getting that energy and how you guys are going to move forward. The Queen of Swords and the upright. Okay. So, similar to Libra, similar to Virgo, I see you guys kind of freeing yourself of burdens. You're deciding you're not going to carry around crap anymore for people. You're not going to be a martyr anymore. You're taking a break. If people come up to you and they want you to do more than your share, you're like, no, thank you. I just don't have the time for that right now. So I do see that you're definitely putting down burdens that you were trying to free yourself up a little bit. Learning to say no, like I said, denying people. You can't help everybody, so why do it? Chariot card in reverse is a card of Cancer for challenges. You guys are off track somehow, and it's something out of your control. Chariot card in reverse is when someone else is driving your bus. You know, you're driving the bus or you're going someplace and someone comes over, they're like, hey man, let me take over the wheel. And you're like, no, it's fine, I got it. And they're like, no. And then like 5 minutes later, you're driving your bus and you're like, what just happened? I kind of feel like that. The challenge is it's a situation that was brought upon you or decided upon you, and you have no personal control over the decision. You have nothing in it. You're just kind of like sitting there. You can't steer your own bus. You're at someone else's mercy while they're figuring things out for you, okay? So things have gotten off track. Advice, they're telling you, okay, if things have gotten off track here, you can't do anything about that. You can do something about this with this Page of Pentacles. This is about going and getting a new job. This is about going back to school and doing a new study. This is about starting a business, okay? So except you can't kind of do anything here, but realize, oh, but I can start something new. Because that's what the Page of Pentacles is about. It's about him having a plan and figuring out how is it going to work, how is it going to happen, and making it happen, okay? So some of you, new business, school, finding a new job. Queen of Swords, this is how you're going to move forward. You're going to move forward, and I feel like you're leaving whatever this is kind of behind. You're moving forward, and you're not putting up with anybody's crap anymore. I'm getting that tone. Like, you did put up with crap, and now you're not. You decided, no, I'm not putting up with anyone's crap anymore, because that's really what the Queen of Swords is about. She's like, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. If people get in my way, I'm going to boot them aside. If people try to distract me, it's not happening. She decides what she wants, and she moves forward with total honesty, truth. She can see her path ahead of her. She's very, very wise. And I feel that's what you guys are doing. You're making a decision to kind of move forward and not kind of, you know, deal with people who are trying to trip you up. Why is this Ten of Wands here in reverse for Scorpios? Who is this person? What's this energy? Additional messages for Ten of Wands in reverse for Scorpios. Who is this person? What is this energy? Ten of Wands, please. Person, personality. Okay, Temperance card in the reversed. Temperance card has been showing up a lot. You guys are dealing with a lot of Sagittariuses, or you guys are just imbalanced. Okay, yeah, you don't want to deal with these people anymore, because whoever it was, it could have been family, it could have been you know, a workplace where you were, and it was like your work family. I'm getting a strong like family sense, and I always like, so this old guy, he's just kind of left out. I feel like people are talking and you're kind of here like hanging out with the dogs, you know, even this little kid's like kind of looking at you. I feel like you were dealing with people that just pissed you off. and it's a Temperance card. I'm feeling you're really like trying to hold your crap together, because whatever this situation was, whatever you were in, you know, it was making you angry, it was pissing you off. Queen of Wands, it wasn't a good look. You were angry, you were resentful. You almost feel like you a fall from grace or something like that. Maybe you were asked to leave, maybe you were asked to, something like that kind of happened. And that's how you're kind of feeling. You're feeling angry and resentful because of what happened. But 10 of Wands says, oh, I'm going to put this down. I don't want to deal with this anymore. Why is this Chariot card here? Who is this person? What's this energy? Additional messages for the Chariot card in reverse. Who is this person? What's this energy? I mean, because being angry and bitter, you know, it's not a good look. Why is the Chariot card here in the upright? Okay, so whoever it was is driving your bus. There's somebody who had their own agenda. They're really selfish. They kind of made a decision, and it was just based on what they wanted. It had nothing to do with you, and I feel like you got run over by the wheels on the bus by this. All right, with the 10 of Cups here. We have the 8 of Cups, but you... I feel like you had a tie to whatever this place was or this family or whatever, because I feel like you want to come back. I feel like this person inserted themselves in, like, it was kind of a good environment, and then the dynamic changed, and then things got really crappy and people got really crappy. But here's you, I feel like, wanting to go back to this place because you were happy and you did like some people that were there, or you liked the people that were there. It was just this one person screwed it up for everybody. So, I mean, the 10 of Cups is about happiness and family and it being ideal. 8 of Cups is, you know, not necessarily knowing what to do, like just wandering aimlessly, but wanting to go back to this. You know, you're confused. You don't know if there's better options out there. You want to almost like return home, return back to when things were happy and they were great, but I just don't feel like that's a possibility anymore. Why is this Page of Pentacles here for Scorpio? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Page of Pentacles, right? For Scorpio person, personality, perspective, person. Queen of Pentacles in reversed. Vice. Okay, so if you are going to start something, you're going to do something, don't do it because of greed. Don't do it out of spite. I'm seeing that if you do that, you're not going to have it's not going to work out. You're not going to have any progress. You're not going to have any success. I feel like you're trying to start something new. Well, they want you to start something new, but they're telling you don't do it for the wrong reasons. And then this 8 of Swords here. Wait a minute. Yeah, you guys are really stuck thinking about this. I'm getting resentment, and that's kind of like keeping you stuck. I'm getting from this, oh, I'm going to show them. Yeah, you should start something new, but don't do that to just like piss them off. And I feel like you're stuck in that kind of mind frame. And sometimes it's good to be angry like that. It pushes us to different places. You just be careful of that. That's all I'm going to say there. Why is this Queen of Swords here? Who is this person? What's this energy? In regards to Scorpios moving forward from this reading. Queen of Swords. Who is this person? What's this energy? Additional messages, please, for the Queen of Swords. Yes, new beginning. Leave all this behind. The resentment, the pettiness. Don't do something just to prove something to somebody. Do it for you. This Ace of Wands says, move forward. Be very clear in your direction that you're going to do. Find something that you're very excited about. Find something that you're passionate about. Find something that, you know, urges you to create. Find a new project. Find a new romance. What have you. Whatever you need to do in regards to that. And don't talk to these people from the past. Yeah, I mean, I just don't think you should talk to them. I feel like this is the Eight of Wands is about blocked communication. This 6 of Cups is about clinging to the past, where the past should just stay in the past. So I feel like you shouldn't have any contact with these people. I feel like they're just gonna trip you up moving forward. It's gonna stir up negative things in you they had before that were preventing things from happening. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that. So just keep it moving forward. Keep it moving forward, okay? Get excited about something and then put all your focus into that, because you can do it. Just don't do it for the wrong reasons, okay? If this reading resonated with you, consider a personal reading. Email is below. just send me one. We can set it up. Check out your 2019 sun moon readings, which are predictions, which are in my playlist, and a lot of other things are in my playlist, so go check those out. Otherwise, adios to you guys. I will be doing Sagittarius next. Bye. Okay, Sagittarius, let's see what is going on with you guys for April, mid to end of the month. Sagittarius says, Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, thank you about your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, your insight for Sagittarius says for mid-month to end of April. Any messages you have to help them reach our higher ground, become closer to the universe, and closer to the divine will be greatly appreciated for Sagittarius. Thank you. See what's going on, guys. Keep in mind 2018 sun moon predictions are in my playlist along with 2018. Go check yours out. I have a lot of stuff in my playlist, so be sure to check those out. Can you please show me general energies for Sagittarius during this time? Ace of Wands in the upright. What are their challenges? What are their challenges? Challenges, the Ace of Cups in reverse. One beginning up, one beginning down. Advice for Sagittarius is the Seven of Swords in the reverse. And how will Sagittarius be moving forward from this reading? We have the Tower and the Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay, guys, so you're starting off with the Ace of Wands. New stuff going on. You're trying to make something new happen, something you're very passionate about, something you're very excited to start. There's an urgency that goes along with this. You want this to happen now. It could be a new beginning with somebody. It could be a new job. It could be like any kind of new situation. Whatever it is, you're very excited about it. You want to get it going. You want to kind of get it off of the ground. For some of you, if you're a male, there's somebody you just really want to have sex with. Because that's usually what the Ace of Wands is, the dick stick to be, okay? But it's just a male kind of offering sex to a woman, alrighty? Challenges here. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So even though you kind of want this and you want to kind of get things moving, or you're trying to make things happening, what's really happening is, that even makes sense, disappointment. Things aren't working out. Whatever you're doing right now really isn't kind of fulfilling you. It's not filling your cup. It doesn't appeal to you emotionally. It's just kind of, some of you might be a little depressed about it, not very happy about your situation right now. You want this, but the challenge is that this is going on right now. Advice, we have the Seven of Swords here. The Seven of Swords is in reversed, okay? Okay, so don't give up, okay? One of the things about the Seven of Swords is wanting to give up instead of taking a stand. If you want this to happen, just kind of hang in there. Don't surrender. Don't give up too soon, because I feel like if you surrender too soon, if you give up too soon, you're not gonna get where you want to go. So here is the sad, the gloom and doom, kind of talking to yourself, being disappointed, and yeah, you guys are getting to that point, but they're telling you don't give up on this. Especially if it applies to work. Stand your ground. So if you're in a work situation right now and it's on shaky ground, make sure you stand your ground, okay? Okay. Also be careful of people who are shady. That's another thing of advice. If you have shady people around you, just be careful of that. Moving forward, we have the Tower card and we have the Seven of Cups here in reverse. And a Tower card, something is going to change and you're not going to want it to change moving forward for this reading. It could be the work situation or whatever we were talking about here. Don't fight it, just let it happen. It's not going to be pleasant. Things are, if you try to hold the tower together, it falls apart anyways. What you kind of have to focus on is that this is going to bring about change, okay? So even though something really drastic happens and you're like, this sucks, no, I don't want this to happen, something better is going to come out of it as a result. Seven of Cups here, just after this kind of happens and falls apart, make sure you kind of take time to step back and gain clarity. After the tower falls apart and there's clouds of dust and everything, just kind of chill out for a little bit, wait for the dust to settle, and really kind of have clarity, because you could be tempted by situations or getting into a situation that isn't a good situation for you to get into with this Seven of Cups, okay? You could be deceived by appearances. You could get sucked in by that. So that's what I'm kind of saying. Just, make sure that make sure that you don't choose a situation because you're in a desperate situation, okay, or in a bad situation, because you could end up, it could be kind of like out of the, what is it, out of the fire, out of the frying pan into the fire. What's the saying? I forgot. Post it up. Who knows? Why is this Ace of Wands here for Sagittarius for mid-April to end of month? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Ace of Wands, Sagittarius, mid-April to the end of April. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords here in reverse. Things are really kind of scattered around you. You're in an environment right now where things are swirling around you. You don't know what to expect. You don't kind of know what's going on. You don't feel like you have any control over things. You're a little worried about. You're worried about something long term. So you're worried about long term your assets, your retirement, something you've built up. You're concerned about that. And that's what has you thinking about this Ace of Wands. Maybe I should start something totally new. Something that I actually like to do instead of something that I have to do. I feel like this is a work situation. And here you are considering moving away from it. So part of you is saying, well, let me just move away entirely from this and see, move towards something that's better. Yes, I'm going to have regrets if I leave this situation, but there's a possibility that there's something better waiting for me on the other side. Okay, that is going to get me to a better place. So I think you guys are definitely considering stuff right now. Why is this Ace of Cups here? Who is this person? Where's this energy? Additional messages, please, for the Ace of Cups in reverse. What is this sadness? What is this disappointment that is challenging Sagittarius? Mid-April, mid to end of April. Please don't let my video give out on me. Please don't. Okay. Alrighty, so this situation here kind of has you, okay, you're not experiencing any growth in this situation that you're in. Or I'm feeling like you guys have to stay in this situation for some reason. You're not happy about it, but you have to for right now. You're writing it out. Instead of making change happen, you're kind of sticking and seeing how things are going to happen, how they're gonna play out. The Hermit card here, you're cutting yourself off from people. Maybe because you're stressed out because of this situation. The Hermit card is the card of Virgo, but you're kind of cutting yourself off from your support systems. You're isolating yourself. You're withdrawing. You just don't want to kind of be around anybody right now. That's the challenge. And people are definitely noticing. And the Five of Cups, I feel like you're doing this so that you can kind of figure out how you're going to move on. I mean, whatever situation you're in right now, you're figuring out how you're going to come back from this, how you're going to recover from this. I feel like you know something's coming down the pike, and you're trying to plan for it or figure out what to do, but you can't do that with like people in your space. Why is the Seven of Swords here for Sagittarius in reverse for advice? Who is this person? What's this energy? Additional messages for the Seven of Swords in reverse for Sagittarius, please. Person, personality, perspective. Okay, you're really you're struggling, you're overwhelmed, you're worried about finances. So some of you could be losing a job. You're trying to struggle to stay afloat. You're having to make a decision with the Lover's card. That's the card of Gemini. You're trying to decide on something, but there's a catch. Whatever you decide, there's going to be a catch associated with it. It's almost like half a dozen of one and six of another. The Hierophant, they're telling you to leave this situation, because the Hierophant reverse, and this is the card of Taurus, is about doing things differently, having original ideas, and not conforming to the organization or wherever you're working. And I feel like they're kind of telling you, do something different. Do something that you're passionate about and kind of get out of this situation. I see you trying to decide, but yet I feel you still stay in it. I feel like you know that the end is near, but you're staying in it as long as you can. Like you're trying to ride out every day for as long as you can until you're actually forced out or something happens. Why is the Tower card here in the upright for Sagittarius as they move forward from this reading. Who is this person? What is this energy? With the Tower card in the upright. Oh. Queen of Swords in reversed. Alrighty, so this kind of falls apart because and just feeling like the Queen of Swords gives unreasonable demands. Okay, so I feel like I don't know if this is an entity that you guys work for or an organization, like whatever it is, your demands are unreasonable, or the structure, the demands that are being asked are unreasonable. So I almost feel like someone's like, okay, well, screw it, then we're not going to do it anymore. We're just going to dissolve the company, you know, something like that. That's not what I'm seeing. That's just like an analogy, because the Queen of Swords puts like a lot of pressure on people. It's just not a good environment. Okay, I know that was kind of weird, but so like I said, be careful not to entertain a situation that, you know, all that glitters isn't gold kind of situation. Why is the Seven of Cups here in reverse for Sagittarius? Who is this person? Is this energy? Additional messages. Seven of Cups in reverse for Sagittarius. Person, personality. Six of Cups. Okay, don't choose something because it looks really good and because you have familiarity with it. I almost feel like you might choose something. So let's just say, again, I'm not seeing this as like an analogy. You're choosing something like within the company because you're familiar with the company, but the company as a whole is falling apart. I almost feel like, but you want to kind of stay with the familiar, and you're uncertain of your emotions with this King of Cups. You're not really sure what to do. You have uncertain feelings, really feeling out of control and not really certain what to do. You have an attachment to something, but you really shouldn't stay in it. Star card in reverse. You're just feeling like you can't, so you stay in it because you just don't feel like you can overcome these challenges. You don't feel like, you know what I mean? Like you don't have other options. You just can't overcome, so you're just kind of staying where you are. You're just kind of picking something for, I keep on seeing like a big, you know how there's like a huge organization and it has many parts to it. I feel like, you know, something didn't work out in one department, so you go, okay, well, I'll shift to this department because I'm familiar with the company. But it doesn't better your situation. You're just doing it because you're familiar and because you don't necessarily feel secure enough to like go out there and just start something totally new. Because if you leave this entity, you're going to have to do this, just totally do something new and follow something you're passionate about, and there's risk associated with it. The Wands brings adventure, creativity, things like that. You take an adventure, you take a risk with the Wands, and I feel like part of you is kind of like, I'm not really sure, I'll just kind of stay in this this entity here because I know it. You know, it's better to stay with the devil you know than the devil you don't know, kind of like that sort of thing. So, but I'm feeling like it's a little more work related, but it could be a relationship. I could see that, or yeah, either or, however it resonates for you. If it does resonate, consider a personal reading. Rates info, email below. Just make sure that you send me an email. We can set that up. And then again, check out my 2019 Sun Moon predictions. Look yours up, and I have a lot of stuff in my playlist that you can check out. Okay, we'll move on to the Capricorns probably, right? Capricornias, cornucopias. Remember one time I told somebody I was a Capricorn and they were like, oh, so you're really fruitful. I'm like, what? And they're like, you know, like those things that hold fruit. And I'm like, a cornucopia? And they're like, yeah. I was like, oh my God, no, I'm a Capricorn, not a cornucopia. Okay, Capricorns, Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, your insight for Capricorns for mid-April to end of April? Any messages that you have for Capricorns mid-April to end of April would be appreciated to help them reach their higher ground, become closer to the universe and closer to the divine. Capricorns, please. Okay, so Holy Spirit, angels, can you please show me Capricorn's general energies during this period of time? You guys have the Three of Pentacles and you have the Two of Swords in reverse. Okay.
You show me what their challenges are. Challenges, the Justice card are reversed. What advice do you have for Capricorns? Advice for Capricorns is the Star card in reversed. And how will Capricorns be moving forward from this reading? How will Capricorns be moving forward from this reading? Okay. 10 of Pentacles are reversed. Good. You guys got some money, honey. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. I'm getting your general environment here. There's some kind of you're vibing, you're collaborating, you're working with a lot of people, and things are going along great. I feel like, okay. You know, you could be working on something that's going to be put on display. You're being recognized for your hard work. You're working hard with partners. Whatever it is, it's happening. It's really vibing. All the cogs are kind of moving. Things are going along great. But we have the 2 of Swords here in reverse. So this is about having a lot of mental confusion, trying to decide something, not wanting to make a decision because either way is not going to be, it's not going to bode well for you, or you're not really quite sure, but you think there's going to be negative consequences no matter how you decide. So you obviously aren't in any rush to kind of do anything. You kind of stay stuck in the middle. It might have to do with this environment here. There might be somebody that has to like, you know, this little group that's vibing and everything. There might be somebody that like needs the heave ho, or somebody, you're deciding to get rid of somebody or tell someone that they need to, you know, take off or whatever. But whatever the decision is, I feel like it's affecting this group that's working well together, and you're going to need to decide how you're going to handle it or what you're going to do, and you're having a really hard time deciding that. Now, it could be because of this Justice card here in reverse, which is the card of Libra. So you could be feeling like there's an unfairness kind of going on. Somebody is being biased. You know, you're being judged by other people, or you're being judged by this person. So there's something kind of weird going on, maybe like a dishonesty that's going on, and that is a challenge for you at this time. I feel like it has to do with a person in a group, okay? And that's how they're affecting the situation. We have the, my mouth is like super, super dry all of a sudden. We have the Star card here in reverse. And I'm also starving because I've been reading cards all day. I'm going on vacation. I don't have any time to myself. Oh, okay. I'm just bitching you guys because you're my tribe. You're my Capricorns. Okay. So this is about giving up. Okay, it's usually giving up on the Star cards in reverse. Feeling alone, not having the support that you need right now. Maybe you kind of were drawn into something, like some kind of project or something. This thing that you're working on with all these people, and it might not have a lot of chance for it to be successful or kind of get off of the ground. I feel like you were kind of sucked into this. And for some of you, you're actually experiencing a creative block of some sort. I think it's this person. I think it keeps on going back to the same person. This person is kind of stopping things from happening. So with the Star card, I mean, the advice that goes along with it is, you know, make sure you keep the faith. Make sure you don't lose hope. You're going to realize how resilient you are if you just kind of push through this, whatever that situation is, however it resonates for you. Moving forward from this reading, we have the 10 of Pentacles. So I do think things end up working out, okay? Because this is about financial security, building assets, building property, building something. So I almost feel like when you remedy or rectify this thorn in your side that's kind of happening, things will really start to flourish as you move on from this reading. Why is the 3 of Pentacles here for Capricorn? General energy. Who is this person? What is this energy? Why is the 3 of Pentacles here for Capricorns? General energy is mid-April. Yeah, somebody's kind of, you're all sort of working on this project, and there's this person that like they're scattered. They aren't like with the plan. They show up and there's confusion. Nobody knows what they're doing. And they affect this project, whatever it is. World card, you're trying to figure out how to kind of like, you're having a hard time figuring out what to do with this person.
you're putting off having to do something with them. You might even like be avoiding them or avoiding this situation or whatever, but with the World card in reverse, it's kind of telling you, wow, we could really complete this project. We could really get this thing going if this person was over there, or if this person stayed away from this. Why is this Two of Swords here for general energies for Capricorn, mid-April to end of April? Who is this person? What is this energy? Why is this Two of Swords here reverse for Capricorn, personality? Okay, we have the Five of Cups in reversed. With the Four of Swords in reversed. Okay, this person is, they're causing things to be tense. They're causing a tense environment. People do not feel cool around them. People do not feel comfortable around them. And I think that's definitely part of it. And I feel like people are kind of looking to you saying, like, look what's going on here. Can we just, like, do something with this person? What should we do with this person? I hate to say it's a person, like, keep on saying person, but I do. I feel like it's a person in the midst of stuff, and people kind of want them gone, and I feel like it's kind of being put on you to figure out what to do so that you guys can stop, like, struggling, or, you know, this person goes against the grain, makes it harder for you to work or get something going. Why is the Justice card here in reverse? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Justice card in reverse, please. Additional messages for the Justice card in reverse. Who is this person? Oh, the Justice card in reverse. So there's unfairness. There's a bias going on here. Maybe against you. This person also is, like, part of the challenge here is this person doesn't carry their weight. They like, you say they're going to do things and then they don't. They slack on it. The challenge is deciding what you're going to do. You're considering options here with this Two of Wands. And you're realizing that this person or this entity is, you know, preventing opportunities from happening. This is kind of weighing on you heavily with the Sun card in reverse, and you're just trying to figure out, it's like this black cloud you just want eliminated. Having a hard time figuring out how to eliminate it, or how to eliminate this threat or this thing that's bogging things down. Why is the Star card here? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Star card in reversed for Capricorn for advice. Who is this person? What is this energy? Okay. Again, I feel like people are looking to you to do something. See how he's almost pleading? They're looking to you. Make it better, make it better. And I think this is stressful for you. Like, what should we do? How are we going to do this? Queen of Wands, step into your power and take charge. People are asking things of you, and you're able to do it. And the Queen of Wands can handle things very well. Yes, she's powerful, but she gets things done. And they're saying you need to end it with this person. It's not going to be a pretty ending. They're probably going to feel betrayed, but I feel like you're the one that's going to need to do it, because once you do it, things get back in order here and flourish. Why is this Ten of Pentacles here? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Ten of Pentacles. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here in regards to Capricorn moving forward from this reading? Who is this person? What is this energy? Ten of Pentacles. Okay, we have the King of Swords in the upright. Seven of Cups in the upright. All right, and I feel like once like this is rectified and taken care of, remember I said things flourish, then clarity is restored. And I do feel like you are the person that has to do something with this person, because we have the King of Swords here. And I feel like you're the person that has to take the initiative, and you need to do the right thing here. And you need to be very objective, and you need to do what's right. And that's going to be you. I definitely feel like the onus is kind of falling on your shoulders in regards to doing this. Seven of Cups, I kind of got this person needs to be replaced. They have some kind of role or something like that, and they're telling you if you need to replace this person, make sure that you're very careful about the person you choose to fill that position. I see you looking a lot at it and going, okay, well, who do I pick now? Who is, you know, I don't feel like this person can just leave and then everything's fine. I feel like with this Seven of Cups, so you get rid of this person, and then either you need to be careful about who you choose to replace them, or there's a possibility that they get replaced with somebody worse, and then you kind of have to deal with it. The Nine of Swords, but for right now, this situation has been taken care of. Okay, as you move forward from this reading, it will get taken care of, because the King of Swords, you'll take some initiative, something will happen. It's not you making the decision. You're going to go talk to somebody. You're going to go talk to a boss or something and say, hey, we kind of need to get rid of this person. You know, it's not working out or whatever. And then you're going to come out of this. And things are going to start to get significantly better. With you won't be stressed out anymore. You won't be worried about it. You won't be depressed. You won't be anxious. You're going to come out of that period. Okay. So that was interesting. If this reading resonated, consider a personal reading, rates, info, and my email are below. Just send me an email. We can make it happen. Go check out my playlist. 2019 and 2018 Sun Moon predictions are in there if you want to look into your year last year. And then I have compatibility readings in there too. Okay? Adios. I think I'm going to stop the video here, and then I'm going to come back and I will get into Aquarius and Pisces. Adios, guys. Good luck. Bye. Hola, Aquarius. This is your reading for mid-April to end of April. I was going to say something. Just keep in mind it's general. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. You know that. My email's below. Just send me an email. We can go ahead and set that up. Sorry I'm late on these. I've just been really busy this month, but I had to throw something out there because people have been emailing me. So, Aquarius, can you please show us what is in store for Aquarius mid-April to end of April? These spirit angels, what do you see for them? What energies do you see? What messages do you have to help them reach your higher ground, become closer to the universe and closer to divine? And messages for Aquarius mid-April to end of April. Thank you. Can you please show me? Ooh, let's do a little cut. Show me general energies for Aquarius for mid-April to end of April. You guys have the Six of Wands in the upright. What are the challenges for Aquarius mid-April to end of April? We have the Eight of Wands in the upright. What advice do you have for Aquariuses? We have the Ten of Pentacles in the upright. And then how will Aquariuses move forward from this reading and or into May? We have the Page of Swords in the upright. Okay. So, we start off with the Six of Wands for general energies for you guys. You're feeling really victorious about something. You made yourself the boss of something. You did something, you handled it really well. You handled it so well, people are praising you for what you did, which is one of the things that the Six of Wands can mean. So you're on your horse and you're kind of marching along and people are like, yay, we're so glad how you kind of handled that. I don't know if it's something that, somebody else didn't want to handle or what have you, but whatever it is, you took care of it. You're getting praise, you're getting recognition for having done it. And some of you might have actually gotten a promotion as a result. Okay. Challenge is the Eight of Wands here. So I feel like with the Eight of Wands, it could be the communication, not enough communication is happening. It can be in regards to a person, because Eight of Wands is people communicating and going back and forth, lots of messages, a lot of emails. It's in the challenge position, so you're not communicating with someone as much as you would probably like to. I'm feeling like, or something is not moving forward as quickly as you'd like to. It could be either or. I feel like it's more of a communication thing, and I'm wondering if it's because of what happened back here. I wonder if it was because the person that maybe you were victorious over or what have you, they feel slighted, and as a result, there's no communication with that person at all. Okay. We move on to the Ten of Pentacles for advice. I'm kind of getting like this. They want you to kind of concentrate on other matters to kind of reground yourself. So concentrate on home, concentrate on practical things, fix up some things around the house, balance your checkbook, look into, improving a family property, anything that's practical like that. I feel like they want you to kind of concentrate on that, because I feel like whatever this situation was, it probably, I just keep on, I feel like somebody got slighted, and this will kind of refocus you, and it'll allow you to feel productive, in an area, and kind of shift the focus off of this. I don't think it's entirely negative, but I just think it's something that you don't need to pour your energies into, and your energies could be better spent elsewhere in a more productive way. And then finally, we have the Page of Swords in regards to how you're moving forward. And this is where I feel like somebody's not happy about you having been victorious over a situation. And this person is the person who I feel like is feeling slighted. And this is the person who I feel like is going around and speaking unfairly about you. You know, maybe they're gossiping about you, maybe they're, you know, talking slander on you. It isn't fair, however they're trying to position. And I think it's a little, like I said, it's a little bit out of spite or because they were slighted. It might have been somebody who was overlooked for a promotion or, you know, something in regards to praise or getting elevated somehow, and they're being a little spiteful because of it, and they're making it known. So let's look into what's going on here. Can you please provide clarification for the Six of Wands in the upright for Aquarius? Why is the Six of Wands here in the upright for Aquarius? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Six of Wands in the upright for Aquarius, please, for some personality perspective. Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so you had victory, so, and it actually freed you from something. It was a burden you were carrying around for a long time. Maybe it was something or someone that you really had to take care of. Maybe you stood up to this person, you finally said no, and said, I'm not doing it anymore. I feel like that's part of what happened. We have the World card reversed here. We have the Ten of Swords. So the other person, they aren't done with it though, because we have the World card. So even though this happened, I feel like they still have something to say. They might still be a little bit bitter. Again, I keep on getting slighted. Like they're slighted at what happened, and they're not happy about it, how it ended, because they feel betrayed, or you know, it was painful for them, or it was very sudden, and they're having a hard time like reconciling with this. They did not want this cycle to come to an end for them. They thought that they were going to be able to perpetuate with whatever they were doing, and I feel like you kind of stopped them in their tracks. Why is the Eight of Wands here? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Eight of Wands, please. Who is this person? What is this energy? Why is this Eight of Wands here in the upright for Aquarius in regards to their challenge? Personality. And you might just be trying, with the Eight of Wands, you might just be trying to move on from this situation, and you're having a hard time doing so. Like you just want to move forward, you want to move on from it quickly, and this person isn't allowing you to do it. I see that they're very angry, they're very frustrated because they didn't get their way. So you do definitely have someone spiteful, and they're being very kind of vocal about it. Ace of Wands. Because you have gone on with this Ace of Wands, you have this new beginning. You're seen as, like, people are looking up to you, you inspire people, you know, people are very excited about what you did, you jumped in, you acted right away. This person doesn't like that you did that, and you're trying to move past it, they just kind of won't allow you to do that. You're also working on a sort of recovering from this, again, trying to move past this, trying to recover, trying to move on from this, trying to forgive this person is one of the things that you're trying to do. Trying to remain hopeful, but I feel like this person doesn't like that you're trying to do that. They still are trying to be a thorn in your side. Whoever that is, however that resonates for you. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here in the upright for Aquarius? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Ten of Pentacles in the upright for advice. What additional messages do you have for Aquarius for advice? Yeah, they're telling you just kind of take a time out from this situation. Take a break, focus on other things. You need to rest, you need to regroup. I feel like this person's kind of spinning their wheels. You need to not only rest and regroup and take a break from this, but you need to do something that makes you very happy, that fulfills you, that makes you feel harmonious, fulfilling work. Working on your prosperity, things like that, spending more time with the family, like I said before, you know, family, home, kind of concentrate on that a little bit, not so much this person who's really trying to sort of mess things up for you. Yeah, and avoid their drama. With the Seven of Cups, they're telling you just kind of step back, avoid their drama, let them spin their wheels or whatever they want to do. You know that you did the right thing, and that's all you need to know. Why is this Page of Swords here in reverse for Aquarius as they move forward? Who was this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Page of Swords in reverse, please. Person, personality, perspective. Page of Swords. Tower card. This person's trying to really, like I said, they're trying to spread rumors about you. They're trying to talk because they want things to fall apart for you. The Tower card's about everything falling apart. because they feel like the victim. Okay, they feel like they were betrayed. They feel like they're the victim. The Hangman in reverse, you know, somebody who isn't going to compromise. They keep on holding on. They're holding on to a fantasy of hoping that things are going to fall apart for you. They're hoping that's going to happen, and they're kind of waiting around for it to happen. Three of Cups. Oh, they don't like that. So here you are with your friends, or here you are with you know, whoever you're networking in, or here you are with the colleagues. They don't like this. They don't like that people like you. They don't like that you're happy. They don't like that you're celebrating. They don't like any of that. So whoever this person is, whoever this entity is, they don't like that you're happy. So just keep on celebrating, keep on spending time with your friends. There was another, or was it? Yeah, the Five of Cups is also about spending time with friends. So focus on your friendships, going out with your friends and things like that, and kind of leave this person in the back as background noise, okay? If this resonated with you, like I said, consider a personal reading. My 2019 Sun Moon reading predictions are up. Go check those out. Check out the 2018, see if they were true for you, for last year. Everything's in my playlist, so go check that out as I move on to Pisces. Pisces, let's see what's going on with you guys. Mid-April to end of April. Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, your insight for Pisces? Mid-April to end of April. What messages do you have for Pisces? Mid-April, end of April. Mid to end of April. Any messages you have that can help Pisces reach your higher ground, become closer to the universe and closer to the divine, would be appreciated. Thank you, Pisces. Mid-April to end of April, please. Pisces. Mid-April, end of April. What are Pisces' general energies? Mid-April to end of April. You guys have the Three of Cups in reverse. What are the challenges for Pisces? Challenges for Pisces. Mid-April to end of April, we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. What advice do you have for Pisces? Advice do you have for Pisces? Okay, the Ace of Cups in reverse. And how will Pisces be moving forward from this reading? The Hanged Man and the Upright. Okay, so I'm seeing the general energies, some kind of dynamic has changed. It could be a relationship, a partnership. It could be a group of friends. Things have changed. Maybe somebody has left the circle of friends and things changed as a result of that. A new person came in and things changed as a result of that. So some kind of dynamic change, making you very uncomfortable. Some of you, since you guys are really creative, for I think a small percentage of you in general, your creativity just could be blocked right now, and you're having no move, you know, writer's block, or no ability to kind of move forward in that regard. The creative juices have kind of stopped or dried up. Here we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse in regards to your challenge. So this is being stuck also. Some of you might not be wanting to, and you need to. Some of you might be avoiding practical matters. You're not balancing your checkbook. You're not looking at your finances. You're not checking things out. You're stubbornly not doing so. And maybe because it's mundane, it's tedious, it's not anything that you kind of want to deal with. Maybe for those of you that are suffering, you know, the creativity block, doing that kind of stuff, you kind of feel like it's going to feed into your creativity being hampered. If you kind of do these things that are like not so fun to do. But I'm feeling like you have to conquer that challenge. You need to attend to that stuff. I feel like that's important for some reason, and I will pull clarifiers. We'll see. Ace of Cups here is in reverse in the advice position, telling you, you guys really need to hold on to your self-belief. You might have gone through, you might be a little bit depressed, you might be disappointed, something didn't happen. For some of you, you might be having fertility issues or anything of that sort, and they're just telling you, hold on to your self-belief. Don't let it kind of knock you down. And it might be because of what happened back here, that dynamic that kind of changed. Hangman here is you guys kind of hanging around waiting to decide on something. You're stuck. Both of these cards indicate being stuck. So I'm starting to think it's more the creativity thing, that you guys, like, things aren't happening for you in that department. So you're trying to decide what to do. You're kind of putting things on hold. Use the time wisely with the Hangman and the Upright. You should use this time to kind of enlighten yourself, think about things, you know, if it is a creativity problem, then how are you going to start getting the juices flowing again? You know, maybe doing some sketching or working on a creative project, or going to a museum or what have you, anything like that, because you're suspended right here and you're a little bit stuck. So let's see what's going on here. Why is this Three of Cups here in reverse for Pisces? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Three of Cups for Pisces. Who is this person? What is this energy? Three of Cups, please. World card in reversed. Maybe it is about creativity. So I see with the World card that you guys are kind of like opting for, or going for the easiest, the path of least resistance. And we know when that kind of happens, you know, you aren't challenging yourself. That's what I kind of get. You guys aren't challenging yourself, or you're on a project and you're losing your focus when it's getting to the end, or you have a project going on and there's a delay in the completion, or like something is missing. And it might be actually based on the creativity thing. I said a small percentage of you, and now I'm starting to think it's a larger percentage. We have the Seven of Pentacles here in reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles is about stop putting your energies into something. It's not working. You're not going to get anything back from it, and having the ability to kind of recognize that your energies are really scattered right now. So don't just keep on pouring into something if you aren't getting, you know, anything back from it. Do it in a different way. It's also, you know, really mundane and tedious work with the Seven of Pentacles, something that doesn't really feed your soul. You're just doing it because, you know, you have to do it. So during this time, they're kind of telling you, you're going to get through this. With the Star card, there is going to be relief after destruction. You are going to feel like a shining star again. This is just a little bit of a like bump in the road you're kind of going through. Something you need to go through to recognize how resilient you really are, and that you will break out of it eventually. Why is this Knight of Pentacles here on reverse for Pisces? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages. I just feel like it's very drippy and very drabby kind of reading. Like you guys are, you know, there's a gray film that's sort of covering up your day, and you don't know why. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Nine of Pentacles in reverse for Pisces, for their challenge. Okay. Okay, so you're having a hard time feeling fulfilled in your work. I think that's part of it. It might be a work situation. You just don't feel very fulfilled. It doesn't fill your cup. Nothing is, you know, enthusiastic about it. Doesn't enthuse you in any way. We have the Five of Swords here. There might be people around you that you kind of work with, not work, or that you're involved with, and they're just very petty, and they're arguing about stuff, and they want to be right. They don't want to be happy. You want to be happy. They want to be right. And I think that's the environment, and it's challenging you, and it's bringing you down. With the Sun card, it's making you feel a little bit depressed. It's sort of like a black cloud hanging over your head. You're having a measure of sadness because of this environment, and you know, you just don't want to deal with it. And it is affecting your creativity. So I do think it's a majority of you now. Okay. Why is this Ace of Cups? I mean, it could be a friend scenario, a change in the dynamic, but why is the Ace of Cups here in reverse for Pisces? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Ace of Cups in reverse for Pisces, please. Okay. Person perspective. Ace of Cups. Death card. So they're telling you to kind of let go of whatever this is. So whatever this situation is, or what has you, they're telling you to let go. You're not gonna, unless you totally let go of it, you're not gonna be reborn. Whatever this is, mundane, not working for you, not creative, not filling your cup, it's time to figure out how to let go of it and how to have a rebirth with the Death card. You need to have a major change going on. So either you need to end this project, end this career, end this relationship. That's the only way that, like, it's going to breathe new life into the new life into this situation. Why is this Ace of Cups here? Okay, a lot of anxiety and depression involved with this. Realize a lot of that is in your mind. You know, the Swords is very much about mind, and the Nine of Swords is you being too much in your head, having beating yourself up, having, you know, negative, putting yourself down and whatnot in regards to this. So remember, they told you here to hold on to your self-belief, but just realize it is in your head. You do have control over it. You're also you need to stop blocking your intuition here, because we have the High Priestess in reverse, and this is you not following your intuition, okay? You know, the way out of it is to do so. And some of you might be like seeking validation. That's why you're trying so hard. You want to be merited for what you're doing or what have you, and that's actually preventing things from you know, getting that fulfillment, that creativity kind of going. Why is the Hangman here? Who is this person? Where's this energy for Pisces as they move on from this reading? Why the Hangman? Additional messages, please, for the Hangman. Who is this person? Where's this energy? Additional messages, please, for the Hangman. For Pisces, please, as they move forward from this reading. Okay, so during this period of kind of hanging out, they want you to observe. The Page of Swords kind of observes things. He gets truth, and then he kind of moves on from that. So, and the Wheel of Fortune here. You guys are being complacent, some of you. Some of you are being complacent. You don't want to take that risk. You're just like, I don't want to really, you know, find somebody that's going to, if you can't like take the risk and you can't make things happen, then find somebody that's going to take your hand and pull you through. Because that's what I'm getting for the Wheel of Fortune here. You know, the safest bet. You know, in the upright, it's all about taking a risk. Ooh, let's spin the wheel. Let's see what happens. And I feel like you guys are being complacent, and that's kind of part of it. Being too conservative is another thing. So a lot of you guys are really having like creativity issues and having a problem thinking outside of the box, pushing the envelope. I could go on in regards to idioms. But yeah, and you're just being too conservative. You're holding on to maybe old ways of doing things, or holding on to things that make you feel secure, instead of actually taking that risk and, like I said, breaking out of that box. So yep, you're going to want to do that the last 2 weeks of April. Okay. This resonated with you, consider a personal reading. Check out my 2019 Sun Moon predictions that are actually in my playlist. So are my 2018. So are my compatibility readings. I'm on the Instant Go app if you need a quick answer to a quick question. Other than that, I'm going to get this uploaded because I know you guys have been waiting a long time for some content from me. So good luck, everybody. Adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye.